Welcome to a HOOT 3 Stage 1 match. We have our 4 players, so let's introduce them and to get things started. Player 1.
Natty Cash.
Player 2.
MacArthur.
Player 3.
Monte Cristo 24601.
And Player 4.
Dark Apple.
Okay, we have our factions laid out. We got Moles as the lone militant today. Knaves and the captains. Bats, crows, and lizards who are currently locked until moles are picked. We're on the Gorge map. And we have the S&D deck. So feel free to take it away, fourth player. You're welcome to start the draft, pick your faction. And as a reminder, flip over your cards before you pick your faction.
Yeah, I'm considering. This is kind of a low reach game.
Kind
of.
Also, bonus reminder for VOD viewers. I tend to put the timestamp of when the draft is over in the description.
It might actually be the lowest reach game possible. Is there a lower number for militant, maybe keepers? Like 8 is still low, and then all of these other ones are, I think, pretty darn low.
I don't know about reach numbers off the top of my head, honestly. I don't have them memorized.
I think there's some 7s out there.
But moles are pretty low impact to the board. And this should be an interesting game as a result of that. Quite the draft. But Dark Owl gonna think about it a little bit. Just got the hand, and we just went straight into it.
See.
Hard to pass up moles, but you kind of know you're gonna get extorted. I think Knaves might actually have a shot for 4 seat in this kind of matchup. But yeah. I mean, so do bats. With Knaves, you kind of want bats to go right after you instead of like right before you. So I probably still wouldn't like the turn order if I'm Knaves 4 seat. And if I'm bats, well, I don't actually really want to protect a claim all that much. But I could see an argument for bats 4 seat here instead of Knaves.
My neighbor's being noisy.
But moles are definitely the easy pick. You just got to be ready to play with only 2 cards at the start, and then be ready to make that up following it. Because you're gonna get hit by Knaves early, and you're gonna get extorted turn 1. So just be ready for it. And if it doesn't happen, then you're golden. So kind of you're walking into a trap if you pick moles, which is actually really funny considering them being the only militant and being so strong.
Decide between which one I want to choose.
They all have their weaknesses. Dark Owl was also saying he doesn't have.
It's always difficult.
He doesn't have any Knaves experience, so I don't expect him to do
I
that.
like playing the silly goobers, but probably won't pick it as the 4th player in the draft.
Yeah, you can't extort moles like that unless they set up on you. And they actually, they can't.
I suppose like this wall or path here does separate these lower clearings, but this one does not. Correct.
Correct. Yeah, the white paths separate the forests. The orange path does not.
Oh, it is an orange path.
We also have some good versatility.
I'm gonna choose the duchy.
Okay, we got moles. The captains have some good versatility in there. They got crossbows.
Grab my cards, please.
You can't put a stack in your hand. You have to actually draw them. Yeah.
Yeah, there we go.
All right, moles are ready to score VP.
See, I'm gonna put my homeland right here, not at 6.
Moles can go anywhere.
Five warriors. Gee. Get reading.
Starting them all in the forest, I see.
You got mole knaves. Just gotta figure out where to put that second guy. Going on mouse or not? Usually it shows what you're keeping in your hand. Start up like that.
And then I'll get the mole thing whenever we start. Oh, there it is. Yeah, just leave those there. Why not? I believe that's my setup.
All right. Monty going knaves.
Try out knaves.
MacArthur not going for the three-peat. Has actually played knaves in the last 2 games. Back to back. The last 2 days, in fact. Was trying to go for the back to back to back. But Monty interested in knaves. And it's hard to pass them up in this draft, in my opinion. Bats in this position would be very good for knaves in a seat 2 scenario, because bats would protect a claim, and that gets a little bit crazy. We usually see Ranger, one of the most picked captains. Scoundrel's got a crossbow, and then Tinker's probably the choice for captain with a hammer, because you don't need another sword, and the bag is really useful. Those are my guesses for the captains here. Pretty solid.
So, you need a sword. Need a crossbow. Need 2 crossbows.
Yeah, going for
Hammer.
going from that.
Yeah. Bag. Got it. All right. And then 1 captain, 1 skunk. Scoundrel. Ranger. Thank you.
I should get in the habit of just helping Nave set up. Make you go faster. I got a lot of pieces. As for what's left, well, bats, crows, and lizards. Bats are kind of the expected next pick because crows and lizards are a lot less popular. But a lot of people do pass up on bats because they're quite complex, and if you don't have experience with them, it's intimidating to do in tournament. So sometimes you just like lizards. It's also a thing.
All right, I think that's my setup.
The crows.
We got crows. Crows ready to extort, perhaps. Let me help with the plots. Give me a moment.
Yeah, thanks.
While I'm waiting, let me go grab a drink.
All right. You're the only one that can see in that zone. And as a reminder, make sure you flip over things before you drag them out of there.
Okay.
Okay, crows setting up top. Technically could probably get exposed. Or bats really could just set up on 2. They have no restriction like that. And they wouldn't mind, I think. I don't know.
Damn.
Because they can get a point by
For another second before I pass.
just setting up on 2. This is an interesting interaction, potentially, right at the start. Bats might even choose to get extorted for some reason, just because they're going to get points anyway. But they could also guess it.
I did it if I want to. Okay.
Lizards could also set up there. But if you're there ready to guess the crow's first plot, you're doing them dirty. But hey, this might be the kind of matchup for it.
Okay, I'm done with my setup.
I have a question to clarify. With
Yeah.
the Twilight Council, the second placing when you're placing warriors in a different clearing, do I still have to avoid other homeland clearings for that, or can it go
No.
into someone's homeland clearing?
You can do it
Only the
wherever.
First placement that I can avoid.
Yeah. Bats are pretty lenient on their requirements. There are very few things required, as you can tell.
Okay.
Yeah, if it forbid it, it would say it. And I'll tell you if you did it wrong anyway.
Sweet deal. Well, let's make it happen.
All right, C1 bats.
Oh, sorry. Thank you.
See ya, lizards. Yeah, bats can get 3. Yeah, they can get 2 points right off the gate, right out of the gate here. Sometimes bats do set up on top of moles. We've seen that before. Because they can just recruit one guy on top of the tunnel and then assemble there. And they could just put 4 guys on top of next to the tunnel and then move and assemble. So they really have their options in terms of these factions. I can definitely see not wanting to be extorted But it really depends on what cards are in hand. And although I caught a glimpse of them, I don't really remember what suits were in there. If you're good with that for your setup, then once everybody drafts down to 3 cards, we're good to go. It's also a good time to leave and rejoin if you have visibility issues. I'm just gonna tell you to do that if you can't see a revealed card or anything anyway. So if you don't want to have to do that, now's the time to do it.
Wait 1 sec. Let's see.
Thank you.
That's, I see your cards are flipped up for me.
You need to leave and rejoin. Good thing you'll see him soon anyway. Yeah, if anyone can see something they shouldn't, or, you know, can't see something they should, which is much more common, you gotta leave and rejoin.
Mm-mm.
All right, still waiting on the final drafting down of hands before we can get started. But we do see bats setting up adjacent to stuff.
No.
All right, we all look good to go. Yeah, I think that's it. All right, deck is shuffled. Good luck, everybody. Let me know if you need anything.
Thank you. All right. Let's see how this goes. Revealing any cards and do the things.
One other thing. For the factions that reveal cards like bats, I'm gonna ask you put them like closer to the board area. I'm gonna try to normalize people doing that so that I don't have to zoom very far out. I have to see them. So when you reveal your cards, just try to put them closer to the board, closer to the map.
Yep. All right. Well, so I'm going to
Bats with one of each suit. No birds.
okay. I think I'm going to okay. I'm going to reveal this card to recruit in.
Normally a good opening for bats is trying to get 2 assemblies down so you can draw cards.
To reveal this card to recruit in.
Okay. We're just gonna recruit sometimes though.
Mouse. And oh, actually, sorry. I'm gonna do that differently. I think I'm actually going to use that to move. And
Yeah,
I'm
we
gonna
can
just
set up on the
move
tunnel
into
here.
And then reveal this to assemble in 6. Okay.
Thanks.
So then I can flip any assemblies ruled by enemies to closed. That's not the case. So I move into evening. So as I pull each of these back, I can do these actions. Perfect. So I will basically just, with my fox, I'm going to banish in 6. Okay, so you get a chance to ambush if you want, and if you haven't seen bats before, then the rolls that I hit actually will push you to a new spot.
Go ahead.
Yeah, not a whole lot of reason to ambush bats, especially if they're rolling 0-0s.
Sweet. All right.
That's
And
all
I
for
don't
evening so far.
think
Nothing else to do there. The convene
yeah.
convene actions are at the
And then
assemblies.
I am going to just return the other cards without an action.
Could craft, but not worth it in my opinion because
I can
you don't want to give.
craft with assemblies, which I will craft
Oh,
this crossbow.
well, we're gonna craft, and we'll see if knaves are happy about getting a potential 3rd crossbow,
1 point.
which is pretty nice for them. And also, this is one less card bats have on their turn next turn.
And then
But they didn't get the. They wouldn't have gotten the
draw
bonus.
cards from there.
for having assemblies out.
Move any number of assemblies. Flip ones that I ruled to open.
Bats really want to
There we go.
get a full hand
And
so
I
they can
will
get more
receive
actions.
1 for 1 point.
So 1 point for
Find 1 card.
fewer actions on the next few turns. A little hard to cope with, in my opinion.
And that's my turn.
But over to crows.
Nothing to craft. I can flip my bomb over here. It's just an
Now,
expression.
yeah, take. Shocker, it's a
Extortion on turn 1.
mhm.
Right. Cool. Then I can recruit.
All right, Mole
Don't
successfully
need this
policed.
anymore. We'll recruit in yellow.
And they're both the crossbows. Now crows want bats to protect their
Wait,
plots,
I get 3 actions.
which those guys in 1 should be invited nicely over, in my opinion. You know,
I want
come on over
plot.
and
And plot.
come on over, assemble here.
Plot up here first.
I'm just crows.
And then I'll plot down here.
And we got a double plot.
And then I'll move.
Leaving the one in
Move
4
gets 3
unattended.
actions. I'm gonna go to evening. I don't want to exert because I want to draw cards. I'll draw 2 of them.
You should take your point for flipping.
For sure, yeah.
That's a good idea.
I'm just here to do crimes. The points are secondary.
Yeah, crows already have coins. And so do knaves. Knaves with items in their hand. And with crossbow able to be filched. That's something nice for the future, but there are a lot of easy targets for prisoners.
Go.
This should be a good matchup for knaves, I think. They just have to hope moles don't take too many acclaim before bats can protect them.
Okay. To choose.
Tinker might signal a little bit of intent to craft, which some knaves fans or some knaves players are fans of doing early, because that's more items.
Going to skirmish.
But I'm a fan of getting prisoners early, in
One.
my opinion, because those are worth
Battle
points.
Crows. Would you like to ambush crows?
Skirmishing
Just,
into
like,
where the bats
do you wanna
are.
talk about bullying moles before attacking me.
I will definitely bully some moles, but I also
Already getting bullied.
You're on your way to bully moles.
yes,
He is the only red faction.
I'm aware of that.
Well, moles have 2 cards in their hand already. And the knaves can definitely deal with it in time. They don't have to worry about a brigadier.
I'll go in here,
And why not give bats a little gift?
and I will get an acclaim.
And then I killed a skunk.
No, I skirmished, so
Of course.
okay. Then second action,
Instant
we
serve.
will serve, which will draw me a card.
That's after you. Yeah,
Oh,
after you
sorry.
serve, you draw the card.
That
It doesn't
was not
affect
the part
anything
I-
but here, but you know, just do
Yeah,
it after.
sorry about that. Order of operations is a good thing. That's a point. Okay. We'll move.
You don't rule either of those clearings.
Oh, right. Right. You're so right.
That's why the boot was crafted.
In that case, I don't know. Kind of messed up here.
Yeah, not having a rule is it's a problem sometimes. Only got 1 boot. But
Okay.
with boot, you can get all the way to like 7 and then
Bats have an ambush.
bag
Yeah.
from there.
Okay.
Deposit a skunk to the scoundrel if you want. Well, if you roll well enough. Pretty good chance of getting coins if you had another hammer.
Mm.
But that's actually what crows are lining up to do. In fact, didn't they have bolt right now? Yeah, they they could craft for 5 points next turn.
All right.
And then at that point, knaves really might filch a little bit. They could also filch the bats while they're there to
Into the
pick up the
forest.
crossbow.
And
Another skirmish.
I'll skirmish again.
Gonna stay in a
4.
clearing.
Battling the moles. Would you like to ambush moles?
No.
No?
You can also get a free point by hitting that plot. But you
Good.
already rolled.
It's okay.
Can also guess it.
Mole will go there. I don't take the hit. I get an acclaim.
Both crossbows used up.
Um,
All on a rope.
Sorry, were you spending a skirmish for that?
yeah, I was.
Because did you move from the forest on that one?
I did.
Oh,
So
okay.
it was skirmish,
Skirmish, move, skirmish.
craft, move, skirmish. So
Okay, yeah, all good.
do I want to guess this plot?
Good. Lone plot usually is a raid early, but who knows how predictable the crows are quite yet. But knaves might not really care about their cards so much. Sometimes they can't even use them.
Yeah, I will. Crows, is that a raid?
It's not a raid.
Not a raid.
Okay. Well, I
Oh.
get Mock the Powerful for 2 points because I have 2 acclaim and 2 prisoners. Heck the weak. I will. Then I draw a card.
Alright, moles are moved from one whole clearing. And they lost a card. But at least they didn't lose a craftable. So we'll see how moles adapt to this.
Burrow.
They're able to just do fine. They just can't start with Brigadier.
I'm already getting bullied. Let's see.
Moles are definitely going to get bullied this game, but at least they have the bats protecting their tunnel, which is actually something good to be, something good for moles to have in the long run.
Just gonna recruit twice for daylight.
Who do they pick up?
Ministers.
This is the kind of matchup where you could legitimately build and try to outrace. Let's see if Dark Owl gives it a try. Maybe not turn 1, but they got to get Brigadier first. And Lord and, all this other stuff. So, hey, maybe by turn 4, they're going to start building. And that's pretty appropriate, That's when you could have a Lord for points and you'll have Brigadier, Mayor, any of those. Pick any 3 of those.
See. Reveal a T. Reveal a mouse dominance for I'm gonna go formal.
Ooh, start with formal, I heard.
So I score a point.
Nice.
Those cards are turned to hand. No crafting. Draw a card.
All right. Well, let's start with
That's also down a card, but that's on them.
reveal the bunny card.
Well, they're down 2 cards because they crafted.
In bunny.
But they're able to get some
I just
points.
realized I'm not seeing that. Let me rejoin. Give me one moment.
Yep. Do you want me to wait or keep going with my turn?
You don't have to wait for anyone when
Go.
they disconnect.
Okay.
Just, narrate what you do.
Sure. I'm going to reveal this bird card to assemble in one. And then I'm going to reveal this fox card to recruit in 4. That is my birdsong actions. I don't. My daylight does not do anything, so I go to evening. All right, so one by one, I'm going to start with my rabbit card. I will return that to hand to then banish in 1. So banishing the knaves. Do you ambush?
No.
Okay, so I just push 1. And I'm going to move them over here. And then I am going to return my fox card to my hand to banish in 6.
Last time this was a
See if
0-0.
you ambush.
No.
Okay, now the moles get to move.
So that's moving 2. And you guys can join the party over here as well. And then I will return this to my hand, this bird card to my hand, to empower, which means I get to roll the fun little gamble die. And sorry, I'm doing that in 1. I realize I should have declared that earlier, but so I am removing one of these. I am
Good
not
enough.
keeping it as a loyalist. I am going to use that to gain a point. And from there, then I am not crafting, so I draw 1 card.
Okay, I like
And
the ability to have 5 cards on their
I
turn.
adjourn. So flipping assemblies to governing that I govern, which that affects 1.
That's able to get some
And
points early.
I oversee 2 clearings with people's stuff in it for 2 points.
Bats and Knaves going to be off to a strong start.
And
That's how it
I
feels.
then draw 1 more card.
Moles got extorted, of course, but they can make it up. Once they start building, then who could deal with it,
Turn.
And that's going to make this game pretty exciting if it happens.
For 5 points.
After all, we do have a formal. We do see the 5-point craft, by the way. Coins and hammer. Before flipping.
Okay.
Oh, coins and hammer gone. And a 2-point flip. Crows also with a lot of points.
I think we're thinking about the recruit.
Starting off strong themselves. But of course, they're a bit easier to stop.
I like recruiting in yellow. What is this one?
Recruiting bunny again. You don't place 1 in 1.
And
There's the assembly in 1.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Let me think about that.
I can easily just entreat to get it there. But is it worth it? Nothing going on in mouse. They'd have to
Yeah.
entreat if they wanted the full
Is that
recruit
fine?
otherwise. But bats have no loyalists, so it doesn't really matter.
Neves, are you planning? Wait, no. Yeah, are you planning to craft with this?
Knaves are not going to be
Like, are
crafting
you
with
gonna
that
flip it
because they don't have a
anyways?
hammer. That said, now that crows just crafted the hammer, Knaves can filch it.
No, I'm not. You'd have
You're
to.
not planning to? Okay.
Because all it takes is filching that hammer from crows. And
I
there's an
think
easy
crow
place
on the
to
board is worth more than a
do
loyalist.
that.
You can have a loyalist. It's fine.
So you are entreating then?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, Knaves really could just skirmish
Yeah,
into somewhere
thanks.
like 7. And
Okay, move
then
down here.
filch and then craft their own coins.
We're gonna plop down here.
Okay, let's see if 7 gets more protected or not.
Got one more action.
Skirmish into 7 probably still worth it, I think.
Battle 3 moles.
Actually, they don't have skirmish. Yeah.
But
So 7's probably safe unless they like go in revel. Filch hit it with bag. But go in revel.
Yeah, that sounds right. Put all the
Craft
moles into it.
bag. Well, no,
okay.
that still doesn't work. Who did they hit? Oh, moles. Hitting moles in 2.
wait.
A
That was
little
3 actions. I
little
don't want
surprised by that,
so I will draw
but
2 cards.
hey, it's an action.
Just 2?
3 cards. Good call. Oh, wow. What am I to do with all these cards? I gotta discard one. Alright, Knaves, take it away.
A bit of a quiet game so far. Well, always takes a bit to warm up.
Knaves, you willing to hit that plot in 7 over there?
I was thinking about it.
Because I can basically stop them from flipping in 4. Well, I guess it's or disincentivize them to flip in 4.
Yeah,
I don't think it's like a huge priority of the table to stop me here. Like crows burst a lot of points early and then stop being able to score whenever the table wants. Like the factions that actually get hurt by getting hit early are the Knaves and the moles.
Yeah, and that's fair. I also think this is a very unique table setup because the moles aren't necessarily going to be raring to go to hit people, and I have limited capacity to hit people too. So
I guess at least you should be thinking about like the vagabond or the Knaves are scoring points every turn just passively because they already have these captives we can't do anything about. And if you're protecting their other point scoring engine, we can't do anything about that either. So you're just like
Well, it's hard to
the
do
faction
something
that
about
actually
it.
gets hurt by slowing them down early is being accelerated by you right now.
It makes for an interesting matchup.
Well, there is scenarios where I can then set up and battle infrequently, and I will reasonably spread out my protections on people, right? Like I
Yeah.
have, right? So I don't have to then do it all at once. And I do recognize hitting a claim is going to be part of slowing down knaves. So yeah, so I
And
recognize that
yeah,
too.
okay. I guess the other piece I would want to say is like the fact that it's done early matters a lot because they're getting ongoing points from these, whereas my point scoring is like once and done.
Yeah, if I'm bats, I'm actually stepping off the acclaim pretty soon, I think. Probably on the next turn.
Yep.
Going over to the plot instead. The 1 and 2.
Where knaves
I'd rather
go
protect
after
that.
this turn, and maybe we can then coordinate to see where we can slow them down.
And if moles ever build, you got to step off that one. Or become like
I
any
still
kind of
think
threat.
it's reasonable for knaves to take a plot away.
Yeah, knaves are the faction that
Right.
they care about keeping down crows and moles. Like you want to get their cardboard off the map so that bats don't protect it.
Scoundrel.
And well, as soon as bats start protecting stuff that's not a
Question.
claim,
Am
they're
I allowed
scoring
to
points
use a
without you.
captain with another captain?
No.
No.
Only the skunks follow captains.
Okay. Well, it's probably
That
okay.
tinker is just gonna have to stay put. But the captain does do damage. And it can take hits. But there are two pieces of acclaim right now. The ranger is able to skirmish. That's also pretty important. We have a dash action to pick up with the
Actually,
skunk.
sorry,
I kind of like that.
In that case, I think
Wait, what?
we'll just move.
Okay, so not dashing, just moving. Then T. I mean, they're only hitting one plot, not two of them.
I will.
They also don't even have to hit it.
Grab this hammer.
Ooh, they're filching the hammer. So move filch. Then they want to do something like T, which keeps them in place because they need to be at a claim to serve. So they're either they're either using T or they're battling to do that. If they use the nab, that's a little bit safer of a battle, but then it's like, why didn't you just move? But it looks like they're trying to get those coins right
Filch
now.
again.
Double filch. Well, they're trying to get the coins I didn't expect.
And then I will nab and attack the crows in 7. Any ambush?
No ambush.
Okay, a little risky over here.
Okay.
So they're not going to get a claim for this. That crow is a prisoner before you place the raid crows.
Yeah, I grabbed him as a prisoner.
Yep. And no claim because the captain had to flee. Took too much damage.
Okay. And then I will score total of 2 points.
You get the cardboard point too.
All right. So I have 3 points this turn.
2 filch actions. Move,
I will
filch,
not
filch.
protect the weak. The weak can protect themselves.
Out of anything to
Easy,
filch,
easy, and then
I think it should be
draw
the
a
crossbow.
card.
Because that's a very useful item.
Here, read.
But that said, hammer's right up there too.
See. Recruit to the burrow.
We got just a formal over here. 2 fox and a mouse. So they don't have to do anything but recruit and sway brigadier right now. And I think I'd be happy to do that.
Let's see. The daylight.
And then you can think about building when you actually want to. Unless you really want to get marshal or captain and build now. Which, you know, that's a choice. And they could do that. They could set up shop in 3. And I don't know who's going to go after them.
Never mind.
Could get a citadel and be like, it's not a market, at least, right? But it's probably a little tempting. How long can you go without brigadier and mayor? And if you don't keep your buildings, not long at all.
Sorry, I was out for a second. Did I miss something?
Really?
Moles are in the think tank.
Ah,
Yeah, we're just thinking so far this game.
I'm getting bullied, so I have to be thinking.
I imagine we'll see more table talk later on, but not much yet. Some of these players are kind of quiet. I know some like to talk more,
I
but
think I'm gonna
they
recruit
haven't
to
yet.
the burrow. And then
Should there be a claim in 7?
No, it was a
because my
nab.
captain didn't survive.
Yeah,
Oh, your captain died?
He didn't die, but he ran to the forest.
yeah, it was a nab
Oh,
action.
right.
The captain got hurt, so it went to the forest.
see I'm gonna move
Ah,
as
I
my
understand.
second daylight action.
Now this is a predicament,
Then
and
I
that could
recruit
immediately
fox
backfire.
cards and
By the way,
a mouse card to recruit the brigadier.
these moles could get banished
Sway.
into a potential extortion or something else. No reason to pop out of the burrow there, in my opinion.
Cards in hand.
Just wait one more turn
Card.
when you have the brigadier actions and don't have to sacrifice a recruit for it.
Okay, so Bats, before you take your turn here, if you're not clearing me out of 4, then I can spend actions killing the knave, or I guess you could spend actions killing the knave if you want, but I don't think we should just like let the commander sit out here all around.
Yeah,
Correct.
that's fair. Because like yeah, this is the tinker here, and then there are other captains in the forest. I do think like we do have one turn like before that one, like the tinker can act. But I guess then when they protect a weak, I think, is that just clarifying. Yeah, they could add a skunk to that acclaim if they wanted to, right?
Yeah.
So we kind of, well, while it's weaker, probably do something about it.
Yeah, I guess like if your plan is just to like put a assembly here and scare all my crows away, then I think it's unlikely we ever kill that captain.
I don't think that's on bats at all.
So I think like a better course of action would be either you or me attacking the knaves here.
Bats doing any of this dirty work is really good news for crows.
Yeah, that's I see the validity in that idea. Just yeah. Also seeing kind of what I can accomplish in that clearing because I'm also card dependent. So
You got a lot of red?
not particularly, as you'll see
Okay.
in a moment.
Well, that makes it even easier too. You can just leave it to me then. I can take care of them.
Yeah. Yeah, because like yeah, taking multiple actions to recruit and battle in there. Now just and I recognize that your scoring is once and his is more passive, but if you
And also my score is like inflated by craftables. Like it's not representative of how far ahead I am.
yeah, that's fair. I'm still I
Are they more far ahead?
it's reasonable if we can
They
remove
farther ahead?
are able to remove the tinker. I think I am good with that for the time being.
That was phrased a little funnily.
Do other things. All right, well, these other things will go like so. I will reveal this card to recruit in 1. I'll reveal this card to recruit here in this bird clearing. I will reveal this bird one to think. Recruit one more over here. And this bird to then assemble in that clearing. And I will use my 1 loyalist to accompany that.
Okay. Now, if they totally
And
ditch,
then I am going to then
one.
use this fox card just to recruit one more.
Oh, recruiting in 4.
Here, in 4.
I want to see them banish moles, but they gotta
from
roll
there.
well. And then they can decide what to do with empowering. But I want to see them abandon 1.
Closed. Because I do not rule here. And I think that's the only action I need to take in that regard.
Because
And
bats can kind of
I
accelerate somebody
convene.
to take up somebody else's
I'm
attention.
going to start by
But you got to see what you get on the rolls first, in my
actually,
opinion.
no, I'm going to start by actually bringing this card into
So you only get one. You only get one mole banish.
Bird card here to empower in 1. So I get to spin the thingy. And I get to do that for 2. I think in this scenario, I'm going to keep them as loyalists for now.
I think it could go either way.
Then I'm going to take
But I like loyalists
my
early.
Fox card to banish in 6. Do you ambush? That's for
Said no.
no, okay.
All right. Well, now they want
Now
to stay in one if they want a
that
point.
worked really well.
Can you banish
Um,
them to the tunnel?
I believe so, because that's a viable spot
Yeah.
that they can move to.
That's cool.
Um, okay, then I'm going to. It's too bad. Okay, I am going to.
Now it's probably not worth empowering,
Uh,
but you got a bit of a target on
use
your
this
back.
card here. Take that back in my hand.
Could be worth
going
removing
to,
the assembly in 6 instead.
Banish the.
Actually, banish the
crows
mole here too.
into-
Go for it.
Do you ambush?
Nope.
Never mind.
Get another chance.
Yep. I say you go there, and you're like no, and I say okay.
The bats aren't great at vanishing today.
I would
Power from the HOA.
put the crow in 3 though, because moles
Okay,
might be one
well,
step
you
away
know
from
what?
going there.
We're gonna try one more time here. We're gonna try one more banish, but let's just make it the trifecta. Let's try on the knaves. Do you play any sort of ambush?
No.
Okay, this guy's going places.
All right. And I'm gonna send you over to spot number 3 over here.
Got it.
Woohoo!
Knaves
Alright,
really don't want their skunks
well,
stuck in corners,
Uh,
especially
I will
Gorge.
then not going to craft, so that means I get to draw 1 card now.
You still got 1 card out there that you
Oh,
should now take
yes.
back to your hand.
Yep. Yep, that's fair, and I don't think I was going to empower with it anyway. That's why my brain shut off for a second.
Yeah, makes sense.
Then adjourn. So I am governing here.
Lookouts is interesting.
And I am governing here.
I'd like to see something crafted, because they're just gonna draw.
And so
well, no, they just drew. Never mind.
oversee for 2 points. And draw a card.
That's a next turn problem. They just got up to 5 now, and didn't have a good craft. I don't think bold leadership is worth,
card.
1 less card
1.
to draw with this kind of hand.
And
Although there's a lot of ambushes.
discard.
Ooh, giving up the bird card. I'd probably give a bold leadership, personally.
There we
But
go. That is my turn.
I don't know. Fox is pretty useful.
Treating into
So maybe not. Treating into.
you can either get a loyalist or
Instantly able to do something
them into, I
with
guess.
loyalists. Bats also did leave their assembly on 6.
Oh, you're entreating here?
Yeah, and treat into.
I don't think it's gonna get hit by anybody, so pretty safe.
On the other coin.
Hey. Look at these crows points. And they're gonna be able to flip on everybody. I didn't actually see what that one was, but
I have nothing else to craft.
I think
But-
this one's a snare. Yeah.
3 points.
Look at that, up to 14. Not a.
True.
Don't be concerned, everybody.
Um,
Over half of that is from crafts. But yeah, look at that crafted items box with 1 whole coins in it. They also crafted coins and hammer that got filched from Nabe's last turn. And now we have some action and mouse clearings.
Okay. 3
Moles.
actions.
Moles no longer rule on
So
9.
Question I have for our rules lawyer here: is a forced action overstate a move action? So, for example, if I were to do a force action in 4, and again, I recognize I don't have an assembly there, so I wouldn't be able to banish, but just out of curiosity, what takes precedent there? The snare saying that it can't let someone move, or the
So-
banish forcing something to move?
Forcing just means like you're making the decision as if you're that faction. You wouldn't be able to move out of a snare. I mean, unless it's
Okay.
Crows. So the force doesn't allow you to do anything that you otherwise wouldn't be able to do.
Fair enough. Thank you.
So yeah, you can still banish crows from 4. But you can't banish knaves. Okay, that's fine. Hopefully there will be no knaves. I'm gonna battle the knaves in 4.
No ambush here.
Action 2, I will battle the knaves again in 4.
No ambush. Do I get to place that knave or? Nope, you do.
The person that removes it places the skunk.
Yep.
And then I will plot.
Where's this guy going? Was it 5? Well, I'd be surprised if anyone lets crows flip here. We'll see if moles get pressured into, I guess the second crow is in 11. I don't remember what I saw.
Okay.
All right.
That's 3 actions. I'm gonna move to evening. I don't want to exert.
But militant moles might be the ones to do that kind of stuff. Or knaves. Who knows? Knaves really can just go into 8 and then go into 11. But crows are likely to be released at the moment. So knaves don't really want to do that, I think.
Knaves.
Knaves missed out on that coins craft. Really could have done that last turn. But chose to filcha coins instead, which is probably one of the least used items. It's got to be the least used item from what I've seen. The gift action. I don't think it's worth picking it up. It's not like you're afraid of loam or something this game. And that's not even that scary. Yeah, MacArthur gets to play against knaves this game and is off to a big lead as crows early, having crafted 2 coins and an anvil and flipped a few times. And it's starting to look like the best faction here until something happens. Despite protesting that they're not as far ahead as they look like they are. And not doing a very good
There we can't hear you.
Sorry, I'm still thinking.
not doing a good job of
My
making that not the
plans
case.
have been a bit damaged.
But Monty not super experienced with knaves.
When serve says craft cards with it and matching a claim instead, matching a claim is not matching the crafting suit. Like if I'd like two wild crafts a rabbit and fox wouldn't fulfill.
So,
Right.
yeah, the matching a claim refers to matching a claim in the clearing of the acclaim that you're serving from. You know, at the acting captain, the clearing that it's in,
Yeah.
matching a claim to that clearing.
Yep,
So
that's
specifically, it would
what I
be one suit in this map.
That's what I feared. Okay.
Yeah, no exceptions to be had without frogs or landmarks or anything like that. Monty filched the hammer and the coins that were crafted by crows, and also crafted a boot themselves. The bats also crafted a crossbow, so maybe that'll get filched next. I thought it actually would earlier, but then hammer and coins got filched instead. But yeah, ranger starting on the
rebel.
It sounds like we got an assault going on here against the bats.
And we'll serve. Oh, I guess I have to entreat this assembly. So I'll entreat the assembly before I serve.
Both coins already crafted. Really missed out on coins.
Do something with that.
Sorry, where is that happening?
That's in 1.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So when it's flipped, okay.
I think they got 3 already.
Yeah,
I don't think they're in danger.
List here, perfect.
Yep. Bats feel like they're off to a pretty good start, I think.
Rufflers.
I kind of like Bats' position long term once crows get slowed down. But we'll see if it plays out that way or not. But they also have a bit of inexperience with bats. That's kind of how it feels.
Then
Yeah, crows have a rough time as soon as the table starts to be like, I wonder if we should let crows keep flipping plots. Also, I'm very interested to see if moles build
as a nab. And I'm going to be...
Okay, we got a nab action instead. So that was dash.
The Twilight Council into
dash, serve, nab.
You like to ambush.
Can I state your rationale on that one?
You are defending anyways.
No, I'm not. If you're hitting corvids, then their warriors get hit first, and then mine would. So if you're or moles, their warriors get hurt first, then it would be my warrior.
Who are you declaring this battle against? For clarification.
Well, I was planning to claim it against council.
Yeah, whoever you declare it against is the only faction that can ambush it, if that comes up, by the way.
Oh, okay. I did not realize that. Cool. I will then. All right. But bats will still defend them regardless.
But so what happens is
The faction
A takes hit first, and then bats will take additional hits. So what it really is that my bats will protect the cardboard, right? And so once all warriors are gone, then that's when cardboard can be removed.
Okay.
Also, like both me and bats have an ambush, so if you want to avoid the ambush, just hit them all.
Well, I'm nabbing, so I don't know that I care. Although ambush is bad anyways. So
why would nabbing make you not care?
Because I'm not going to die.
Oh, the commander would go back to the forest, yeah. Okay.
I'm not gonna
die. Okay. Sure.
I wonder if they're gonna
my main thought process.
I wonder if they
But
nab
think
here and then just assault in 6 and be like, well, I hope I get prisoners.
Crows are in a good position. Bats are probably in a decent position. So,
I would say
don't know.
crows, if they, and I recognize they both craft
Yeah.
coins and they've jumped up high,
Mhm.
but with 4, like, yeah, I do think
Yeah.
crows need to be hit, or we need to be removing plot token before their next turn, so they're not flipping for 4 and sitting at 19 when we are not past 10 yet. Like,
You're gonna hit
yes,
20.
I recognize crows will go slowly, but we're not really in a position where we've hit them, and they will kind of just plot along ahead of us if we don't
You're
do
not wrong.
So
something.
yeah, I'm gonna make my argument not based on my score, but instead on like the relevance of this crow. This crow here is doing nothing. This mouse or this mole here.
Okay.
Well, the mole, I don't think, and I can't remember exactly, but I don't think he's even
I think they
swayed from
disconnected
bird
while
anyway.
talking.
The only reason he's there is because I banished him there a couple turns ago, and so like removing him actually also doesn't help us from the swaying process unless he just grabbed a bird card.
Okay.
Right, the swaying has been 2 foxes and mouse from the last turn, if I recall correctly.
Yeah. I could just assault here if I wanted. That might actually be better. Well, no. I think I'm gonna still nab. And I think I'm going to attack the crows in 2.
Okay.
So you can.
That was a little quick on the draw, in my opinion. Because it wasn't exactly a
It's
formal
3-1.
declaration, but
So I kill the crow and 2 bats. Is that what happens?
That's correct.
And then only the crow becomes a prisoner because it was a nab. And then I can move him out.
there
Okay.
more guys there? I guess they didn't.
Over 2 prisoners, so that is 2 points total. And then 1 point for a claim. Want to protect the weak.
Oh yeah, that was an ambush. My bad. That's what happened. That was the dash,
No.
serve, nab, nothing.
Take it easy. So, person with most prisoners is crows. They
Yep.
can choose a
I
clearing.
don't think I can ever save 2 of them.
Yeah, crows are cleanly split up, so it's good for knaves.
Then I draw 1 card.
Another 3-point turn.
Great.
And moles with some options
Getting
here.
the burrow.
Moles are going to be very interesting. They have
2
Brigadier
actions.
Formal. They got extorted turn 1. They just moved their guys into 5. Into 6
recruit.
actually. All right, so Brigadier could move somewhere into like 3, and then you build there, then get Mayor.
Or
And that would be interesting to see.
then minister actions. I activate the Brigadier to move.
Because who here is gonna do anything about it? I think Dark Owl is on the same wavelength,
And here,
but maybe they go to 9. What? 3 is just out of the way
and
more.
move them over to number 9.
But I also don't know if they're just gonna be like, well, that's good enough.
Oop. That keeps connecting and disconnecting.
Yeah.
A lot of disconnects today.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm. I reveal a mouse dominance to activate formal.
All right. Which one is being built in?
I'm placing a citadel.
5 guys on a citadel, and that's where crows already are, and it's closer to where crows are.
Two
So
fox cards and a mouse card to sway the mayor. 2 points.
moles, they're set up.
Right.
1 citadel, no lords.
Cards to hand.
Finally, with 5 cards in hand, though. Probably gonna get Earl next turn.
And then I will not craft. I'll just draw a card.
No birds. Happy to not get extorted, then get all birds. That's a real death sentence.
All right. Well, I am going to start with my fox card. Move from 6 to 4.
Going into the snare.
Then with this bird card, I am going to battle.
Bats are ready to police this
Crows.
game.
Do you wish?
In my opinion, that's not their problem. They need to convince moles to do it. Because moles are the ones that are going to have warriors. So I actually think it's fine for bats to be like, yeah, I'm just going to get points.
Then
and
I am going to
you moles, you're red. You can
reveal a mouse
you can deal with that yourself.
to assemble.
See, you got warriors. You did a citadel.
11.
Assembling on the unflipped plot. Gonna have to ask for permission.
And then I will reveal my bunny card to
They could also
1
agitate somewhere.
and I should do this properly.
They should probably do that in 2 if they're gonna just go for those
Another
points.
bunny card to recruit in 1 again.
Yeah, banish them so they
Alright,
can't flip is a
that
very
is
good idea.
Bird song.
but it's
Flip
risky.
assemblies Ruled by enemies to close. Well, all of mine are closed so far, so we'll deal with that later. So then we've got.
They're gonna banish out
main
of 2.
actions. Okay. I am going to
They might be forgetting about
take
clearing 2.
this mouse card in hand.
But I think they should pick up
to
clearing 2.
Banish in 11.
The guys
Ambush.
in 4 are kind of useless for a bit though. All right. Lose a bat,
Move
but it was
these
worth it.
2, into 10.
Did you take the automatic hit from the plot, right?
Yeah.
When the
Uh,
different rolled hits.
Yeah, you still take the
that's
hit.
you. Oh, okay. Thank you. Okay, that's a good thing to know moving forward. I am going to take in a
They've been doing a little bit risky empowers,
card to banish the moles in 2.
but the thing is, this is not worth a point in this clearing. So it's okay to just give it up and let other people just start attacking it.
Push you over here.
I mean, it gives them less sway to go in 6.
So Bat's protecting
I
a
guess
little
you're
bit too much, in my opinion. Yeah, defend those potential buildings more.
And then I think trying to remember what else would I think that's I'm gonna then take my bird card into hand to an
Agitate is worth points here.
1 over here.
Got a 1.
So remember, oops. Oh. Little lag. And I'm gonna put it.
That sounded worse on my end.
So I can take 1 point. Then I'm gonna just take the rest back into my hand.
Okay. Well, I would like to see them pick up 2.
I will.
Because that's 2 not
choose to
defended.
Craft lookouts.
Lookouts is also interesting to see. They got 9 guys in the supply.
Okay. I'm gonna do that so I don't draw. I may return a number of assemblies, which I'm gonna just return this one.
Okay.
I guess. Yeah. It's okay. And then I will flip assemblies to governing. So that's this guy, this guy,
Okay.
and this guy. What's up?
I was just thinking, like, if you removed the assembly in 2, I could battle the acclaim, but I don't even know if I'm doing that. Fine.
I'm fine with that so far.
Okay.
Well, now it's just
Yeah.
more points for whoever wants to battle it
And
with the assembly
then-
there. It's easy to roll too.
Yeah, then I will
Just do 2 battles
take
now.
2 points for overseeing. And
And it's not worth a point for Bats to stay there. And I still don't think that it's a problem that
Yeah.
Crows are getting points for Bats.
Got a boot.
Because that's for someone else to deal with.
The last boot.
We got another craft from Crows though.
Nothing.
Crows crafted 4 items so
Fruit.
far. They could also craft the
more.
bag. They just have to entreat first.
Okay. Where do I want to recruit? Probably orange. That makes sense.
You don't get a guy in 11.
Don't get a guy in 11, you say. Okay. In that case, I'm going to entreat in 11. You can get your loyalist.
Yeah, I don't know if anyone will,
And
but
can I go back to crafting, or is this?
I hope they do. That's how I'd play this matchup as
revealed
Bats.
by my card.
I think you'd be
The other
fine
way to do it is also don't
'cause
don't
it's
spread
just
too
a
thin
recruit
like
if you're
this.
you're just doing
Yeah.
a different recruit. Is that
You know, stack up.
I'm not doing a different recruit. I'm going back to craft, and since this isn't treated anyways, I want to craft the bag.
so? Oh, so you're crafting.
Yeah. So
Hold on a moment. Hold on. Was there a let me be very clear. Entreating is something that If there's a decision made that the person has to do, like, you know, once you get that decision, that's more knowledge. You can't roll back after that. In this case, because there were no loyalists, there wasn't exactly a Bat's decision to make at the time. So normally, if you know they have loyalists, you wouldn't be able to do this. But because they didn't, there wasn't really any new decision made. Just try to be more clear about that because
Sure.
you know you haven't done a recruit or anything like that yet.
Okay. So I'm good to craft the bag.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're good.
Get my point for that. And then we'll go to flip, skip that, recruit, recruit.
One of those trickier topics.
Oh, bats.
But I'm kind of lenient with those rulings.
3 actions.
Ultimately, it's still consistent, so that's what matters.
I'm gonna plot an 8.
But ultimately, moles being a 9 makes them an easier target for crows to reach, like this. They're closer. So now moles get to potentially worry about a plot
Battle the moles twice.
or being battled in place.
Okay. And where?
Thinking about battling you in 9.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let's do one mole battle in 9 and see how that one goes. Do you want to ambush?
Yeah.
All right, well, one battle's all they get.
Well,
That's how that one
that
went.
clears up how that one went.
Now it's something for someone else to think about. Those knaves could come in.
I have only one more action, so gonna maybe get some guys out of here. Okay, so that was a plot, a battle, and a move. That was 3 actions. I'm gonna go to evening. I get to draw 3 cards.
Somehow, no craftable points. Tragic. 2-point turn, though, for crows. Knaves with all their captains. One is dead,
So-
the tinker.
At the moment, I don't have enough actions necessarily to take care of all of this in 11. So I'm just wondering if knaves you're willing to hit the plot in 8.
Yeah,
Or
Bat's looking for someone else
probably
to
not
start
able to reach
doing
10,
some
but
hits.
hitting the plot in 8.
I don't know that there's much I can do with that. I've only got the scoundrel. He doesn't have any men with him. So
Well, they got a boot now, but
I don't know.
they don't have many warriors, that's true. It's not on knaves to do
I
this
feel,
kind of work,
I feel
though.
like this
And
is
moles
kind of
are-
turning into a
Moles are the most
bats
behind.
versus crows game. So
And at the moment, I'm been scoring maybe 3 points a turn, and I think that's probably it's less than that because I think this is turn 4 and I'm at 11. So
Knaves have actually been scoring 3 points a turn.
I recognize there's maybe then ways I can get set up further to score more, but at the moment, it's like I'm chasing him and flopped flipped plots are going to continue to extend that. If he's able to flip both of those plots, he sits at 24, and I don't have the burst potential to then close that gap. And then he'll be in a position where he's probably just going to run around with a bunch of crows and chase as much cardboard as he can, even if we
Yeah.
Yeah.
move the plots.
I
I could
agree
probably
that
hit
that's likely.
2.
I agree that that's likely, but also we need to think about like how long it actually takes me to win the game when I'm just running around and chasing cardboard, because I only get 3, maybe 4 actions a turn. Like if we're at the point where we're stopping crows from ever flipping when they're at 17, it's going to take me like 9 turns to ever finish the game.
I'm not saying ever flipping. I'm
Yeah, this
saying
is why I'm saying like this is not like, we have a moles with a very weak base over here is maybe like what I would be looking at.
well,
Yeah, I'm also
yes.
at 5 points.
Yeah, he's also at 5 points, and I recognize moles are scary, and they're going to be a militant faction, but like, yeah,
I've been
as
getting hit all
you're
game.
not hiding in the shadows up here in first place by any stretch.
I think this is still fine by bats to talk about, because you gotta think like, maybe I can
Scored
convince
0 points on my
knaves to
board
do a
last
little
turn.
bit,
It's just from
and then I
cards.
can convince moles to do a little bit.
Well, so you
And of
scored
course, crows are gonna say this kind of stuff
without
too.
flipping, which I had to organize my turnaround just to make sure that didn't happen. And now you're in a position where I can't necessarily banish you from here just with one banish. So you'll have enough to flip this plot token regardless. And
Okay.
if we
I
can't
think
deal
I've
with
figured
8,
out my plan. So
okay.
This would be more convincing
if
if
I can help.
bats picked up the assembly on
That
2,
is the wrong item.
in my opinion.
Flipping this boot.
But crows said that they wanted to hit the plot there,
Dash.
so they wouldn't have hit the moles, which kind of means that you get the
I'm
moles
going
to
flip this
do more
Queens as an
hits.
assault.
Assaulting the
In
crows
5.
in 5
Any ambush?
Nope, you're good.
and flipping coins for it.
My ranger.
Knaves did get ambushed last turn and somehow got a 1/1 here.
Cool. Well, so much for that plan.
Well, they get to go somewhere like 8 though. Go for a good roll. So that's prisoner number 4. Was probably hoping for prisoner 5
Okay.
right there, and then 6 would be an 8. They have the bag. Mouse over on the bag right now. They could do the bag and then a skirmish. But not really the most efficient. They're in a bag right now, so
Craft.
oh, okay, they are gonna serve. Or they're in a mouse right now, so they can serve the bag. That's what I meant to say. And just keys and swords left.
And then going to nab.
Yeah, nab is just worth the
5.
1
Any ambush?
prisoner here.
Nope, you're good.
But they just got a new
Well, that would have been nice earlier.
yeah. They just got a new bag in there.
Okay. Now we just end in an awkward place. I've got 5 prisoners.
Odd numbers.
2 points. Got 3 acclaims, so that's 1 point.
still a 4-point turn, so their pace is up from 3 points.
Protect the weak.
Gonna have to entreat to do that in one of the bunnies.
Oh, wait, that would require me to entreat, so I won't. do
All
that,
right,
actually.
had me hovering over the unmute.
No, take it easy. I draw a card.
They do need to get more skunks out there, but choosing not to entreat, despite it being a little bit more protection. Moles of the full hand finally. No lords. They get an extra guy in the burrow. They have the board presence right now to sway a lord. Yeah, they just got to move into like 2. And then they're good for that. And then they build again, move into 9 with the remainder of your guys. Looking good. Managed to get a lord and a building this turn.
Recruit once more.
And hey, you have your choice of if you want to Citadel or Market, really. All the guys coming out. So moles do not like staying in the burrow this game.
Actually,
Moles can hit 2 right now also. They have the ability to do some damage this turn. They can throw 2 attacks in there. It splits up the warriors, but
that move.
not a big deal. But you got to do Brigadier to split up the moves from 6 to 2 and 9, either way. And then Mayor gets to be the battles. Which means you got to move once out in daylight. But so far it's just been the 1 daylight recruit action and then just took back the move. But I think they were on the right track if that's what they wanted to do. I think all moles do right now is they just hit clearing 2, the extortion there. Which, it's kind of like crows don't get 2 points. And you can stop them from flipping after that. But it's a low commitment kind of thing to do right now. Yeah, they're meaningless if the game ends for sure, but crows are currently flipping for 7 points. And moles can obviously stop that. And bats can contribute to it. Bats. Yeah, okay. I gotta remember that lookouts is there, because they might not. Bats has lookouts. So you actually don't target the bats here directly. Moles can abandon their tunnel because bats go right after. Yeah, this is another really quiet game. Natty Cash
Sort of
and
house dominance to tunnel
all right, we're digging.
or dig.
Natty Cash and Monty have talked occasionally, but MacArthur's very quiet.
Dig into the
Anytime that
dig into
anytime any anti-crow propaganda comes up, They are on
And
it.
I'm going to take my minister actions. I first take the brigadier.
Okay, we are gonna see some battling. It looks like. I'm not a big fan of the dig,
I'm gonna move
unless the citadel ends up
two
more defended.
duchies, 2 warriors down here. That's my first move. 3 warriors. up
Because I really would just
over
get another
here.
building
That's
down.
my second move.
Got to get a
And then
lord.
activate the mayor.
building.
Activate the brigadier again. I would attack the. I'm gonna start by attacking the crows in 8 in the ambush.
Yeah.
Nope. Let's see some zeros. Nope.
They've gotten zeros this game. Well, that's 1-0. They needed plural.
You got
Right.
1-0.
You do not have to reveal what a plot is when it's removed, just so you know.
Okay.
Oh, you do only if it's a raid. You do not have to do it otherwise.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, I lost a mole from your embedded agents, but I score a point. And then I'm going to paddle the plot in 2.
Go for it.
Hey, another one down.
That's another point. Yeah. Whoops. Where did that go?
Mole's not choking on the rolls, at least.
Mm-mm.
Four cards, they're able to get a lord here, but probably don't want to build. We'll see if they get Earl or go straight for Baron. We got 5 guys again by the Citadel. I would assume they get the Earl because then they get points. Yeah, crows did target the building, so it makes a lot of sense that moles go for the unflipped plot. But you always got to speculate what other kinds of things people might do. That's some of the fun. You know, like what if they really did just sit back and build the whole time? What's the table gonna do about it? If moles just build in 6 and 9.
4 mole and reveal a mouse card.
What if? Indeed. Another Citadel. Now these are not worth points, but these are worth a lot of moles coming up soon.
I then reveal 2 foxes and a rabbit. Or actually, yeah.
Might be thinking about it again.
Or actually, yeah, I'll just reveal all of them and sway the banker.
Okay. We got Banker.
Especially since I had already showed it. But that's another 2 points. Current cards to hand.
I mean, cars aren't that close to 30. I wouldn't be
I didn't draw a card.
I wouldn't be saying it like Droof. You know, it's not over. Turn 5.
All right.
But this is looking better for bats, this scenario. Not ideal. Yeah, will crows hit moles again? Maybe. They got 4 guys in 11. And they could recruit again. Move, battle. They have supply train. They can't craft that anymore. Yeah. Too bad. Supply train would have saved an action. Feather rufflers is really good for crows. definitely hold on to that. Wonder if MacArthur knows about how to really optimize that for crows. But we're on the bat's turn, and the bats with 3 ambushes. And lookouts already crafted. 1 whole loyalist. Bold leadership in hand. I'd rather see them not craft anything this turn. Because bold leadership is definitely not worth, say, being able to draw 2 extra cards. Bats need to find those T's and swords. Because that's all that's left. And that's your only ticket.
Okay, so I am going to reveal Fox card to move these warriors here.
One thing that I like that I've been making people
and
do
reveal
starting very recently is when
this
people are
warrior
revealing
card.
cards, I'm making them do it like right up here next to the board, so I don't have to zoom out as
I
far.
think
There he is.
to move here.
We'll call it the reveal zone. Because sometimes people are really making me look all the way over here for their revealed cards down here. I'm just like, come on.
I don't think you need to be protecting more acclaim.
I'm not going there to protect it.
Okay.
I just need to figure out how I want to do this revealed for my other actions here.
Well, bats are already on top of 1 acclaim, and they got to get their points.
I actually
I don't really want
only
to
moved
battle people as
3
bats.
warriors to that spot.
I really don't want to do a lot of movements.
I will move from here to here. I'm going to battle in 5. Knaves do you wish to ambush?
But right now, bats
No.
don't rule over 11. And they're going to take a hit if they banish their... They got the point from the battle here, but...
Where do you want the skunk to go?
I mean, that could have been someone else's job.
Let's go up here.
Because it took 2 movements just to get over there.
And then
And another move just to get into 6.
I'm going to spend this to then assemble in 6.
Because these are some pretty weak assemblies. Instead of getting a lot of assemblies out,
Yeah,
bats want to try to focus on
it's probably not the ideal
actually being able to defend them, in my opinion.
how that's going to work this time.
You like it?
All right.
I think it's viable. For
anything
bats to
that is
do a little bit of
not
hitting.
That's ruled by enemy.
But I do really want to see the
turns to closed, which would be that one, and this one's already closed.
unless you're talking about the
Then
reveal
we go
zone idea.
evening. I am going to start
Who knows how long this delay is?
Banishing from 11 with this card.
Gotta roll a 3. Yeah. That's a 1.
Okay.
Well, bats are gonna get 2 points regardless, but now they don't get a magic 3 points if they
over here.
agitated in 2. You lose the bat also.
Oh yes, you're right. Good reminder. Yeah, I misplanned that, but that's the way it goes.
But with bats being this weak, I mean, crows
Yeah,
just hit them in
I'm
11,
going
and
to-
moles just hit them in 6 and 2.
Use this card.
Although bats do have lookouts,
Banish
they just don't want to spend their own cards to
the
do it
moles from
because those are
6.
actions.
And the ambush.
You're banishing me from where?
From 6.
No ambush.
There's 3.
Move you to there. Then
Yeah, I'm just a big fan of bats build up in 2 assemblies first. And, you know, they can move off one thing if they need to, if it's convenient enough. You like reveal card zone? Cool.
shoot. Well, I think then
Maybe it'll catch on.
I'm going to empower and risk it for the biscuit in 1.
Going in 1. They could have left some guys behind there. All right, first big punishment on
Yep,
bats here.
that's how she goes.
Lost all 3 of their guys. Now they have a choice what to do.
Okay.
They
Okay. Then
they probably should just count on losing it.
Guess that'll help.
But keep it out there for
get
the
it a
point,
little
I
bit
think.
Further. I'm gonna spend. Right.
It's
Agitate is gaining a loyalist, flipping something that's governing to closed, which I will then do to this one.
okay, well. That one not actually worth a point for agitating.
Oh, you know what? That actually isn't going to do anything extra for me.
It'll gain the loyalist, but that's it.
Forget that.
Yeah, that would have been a good option last turn, I think, if bats are playing greedy.
So,
But just got to iron out these little details
tough
as bats.
decisions.
They're very tricky to figure
Okay.
out.
I will just bring these to hand. I will
Can draw 2 or craft bold
not
leadership.
craft and draw 2 cards.
All right. I like that.
I may remove assemblies. Which
Do they?
maybe I then remove this one. Actually, I'm going to remove.
Yeah, I think they remove 2 and 11.
And this one.
And honestly, I kind of expect to get hit in both of 1 and 6.
And I oversee. Oh, I'm sorry. This has to get flipped too. I oversee 2 clearings.
But moles might not hit
or
6
2
yet.
points. And draw 1 more card, and then I have to discard.
Another bird. Very important, but not to your sword. I think now's the time to get rid of bolt leadership. At least. I don't think you need all those ambushes. Because, well, that's fewer actions on a bat's turn after they get used up. So I would actually discard at least 1 or 2. The non-bird ones.
It is.
Yeah, because in the action for it to close would have been, and then I lost my guys in evening, and it's in daylight when it flips to close. And even at that, it wouldn't flip to close because it's stated as flip assemblies ruled by enemies to closed, and this is ruled by no one.
Yeah, that really could just stay there and farm points. Nobody there. I'm dropping some frames today. Let me know if you hear any audio issues, by the way, particularly with Discord. I'm curious if dropped frames
Right,
will
that's
do
weird.
anything about it. Discord being listening to the player audio.
I don't want to craft anything. I do want to flip.
No craft. We got a raid out
Points.
there. Only 2 points.
Okay.
Pros are gonna have to
So I
build back
recruit,
up.
I should think about entreating. Okay.
Are there
I guess
any
I'll just
loyalists?
ask before
Yeah.
I do this. If I entreat in one, would you not place your guys there so I could hit the claim, or is your intention to put your guys down?
That's a good question.
And protect the acclaim. Yeah.
Well, okay.
I'd be okay
If
with
you're
it.
recruiting in bunny, you can hit 2 anyway.
Yeah, my intention was to hit both of them.
Yep.
Yeah, good deal.
I agree. I do think if you were to entreat, I would probably put warriors there.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, never mind.
In that case, I will not entreat.
Bats can go after 10 now, just fine. That's how I see it. Or 11.
Hmm.
This is a good time to start protecting a plot or two again. For the unflipped ones. Or for the flipped ones specifically. The unflipped ones are more dangerous. Bigger targets. And if you protect the flipped ones, then you know that usually just benefits bats a little bit more than crows. So as crows, I would definitely think about abandoning 11 here. And if someone attacks it, I mean, it was just a raid anyway. You're gonna plot somewhere else like 8, which like that is it's an effective place
I might
to
actually
do
go
a little
with that
damage to
craft.
moles,
I think I'm gonna craft the rabbit
but
spire.
you still have to roll a 3 to get points. It's just that you're likely to
Then I'll recruit in red.
get something out of it.
Let's see if I get annoyed by bats in red. I do. Take a drink of water every time the crows have to entreat. Okay. I want to entreat in 6.
Bats do have lookouts. Right? They're getting a loyalist.
Okay, I will plot.
They're going straight to plotting. Plotting in 4. Those are the only 2
12.
crows.
And then I'll add all the knaves in 2.
No ambush.
Okay, get a point for that.
Perfect. I like this skunk to go. Okay.
Right there. Okay, that was 3 actions. I will not exert. I will draw 2 cards. And I will pass.
There's a T. Crow's just gonna get them all.
All right.
Knaves were just the ranger. Crow's up to 20 now. It took an extra turn to get there, but they got there.
You scoundrel.
I heard scoundrel
Skirmish.
and skirmish.
8 and attack the crows. Any ambush.
Gonna take a 5th crow
Yeah, too
prisoner.
bad.
All right, so I ignore the hit. And I place in a claim.
And Pats are gonna need to put some
Rebel
assemblies down
the
next
acclaim.
turn. Prevent these crows from coming back for knaves. We got a T.
Right, and then I will skirmish again using my scoundrel ability.
What are they going for? Are they concerned about crows?
Moving from a clearing instead. And
Interesting to see knaves go
crows
for
in
that.
11. Would you like to ambush?
Nope.
2-0.
2-0.
One more crow away from
And I place in a claim.
completing the forests.
Okay.
And they do have a bag to do that. It's just that the Tinker's just going to respawn and release some next turn. But that said, I mean, why not just use the bag and move into the forest here? Exactly where the Tinker's going to end up. But they're going to have 7 prisoners and 3 acclaim otherwise.
Then I will nab battle the crows.
All right, another
11.
crow hit.
Any ambush?
Moles don't even have to do anything to
Yeah,
crows
no
now.
ambush.
No point, but it's a prisoner point. You do also lose 1 skunk.
Battle.
Yes. Yes, sorry. All right. Mock the powerful. I have
I thought they'd go
8
where the crow went.
prisoners for 4 points.
8 prisoners, 3 acclaim.
I have 3 acclaim for 1 point.
Only have to give back 2 prisoners if they pick a corner. And there is a skunk. There are actually skunks in the top right, in clearing 3 and next to it. So
not take it
that's
easy,
actually a pretty
draw
good
my
spot
card.
for Tinker to return to. And it releases 2 crows
My
in a way that kind of limits where
And, like, Moles,
crows
just
get released
Because
afterwards.
you said you were inexperienced with the knaves, there's no way for us to get the prisoners out. They're automatically going to get 4 points every turn for the rest of the game,
No, I'm going to have to take it easy on my next turn.
which will release 1 prisoner.
And I will also
Automatically.
have to release prisoners when I place the Tinker.
But there's no way for us to stop you from scoring these
Correct.
points.
Correct.
The only way we can damage
Crows are going to
them
get
is to
3
stop them
back at
from
least
scoring
next
points
turn.
from their acclaim.
And they're going to get 1 or 2 back when the Tinker respawns, and then they'll get 2 more back.
Burrow. See.
4 moles in the burrow.
My turn.
Exciting stuff. Moles are gonna run out of moles here. But they don't have any lords to do anything with, so let's see them get some points with what they got. Moles do have a T and Brazen Demagogue. So I guess they could craft both at the same time if they wanted. Maybe this is the long con for Bunny Dom, or not Bunny Dom, Bird Dom, with Brazen Demagogue. I did get a Brazen Demagogue question at the start of the game from Dark Owl. which was if you could activate it under 10 points. And they're almost there. They've almost reached the 10-point threshold. They just got to get it before evening. Got to get in daylight. Yeah, we got to see a lord. The only possible excuse for not getting a lord here is, like, I guess they're doing this specifically to win on Dom.
Going to recruit twice again.
Which, you know, let's just call that dubious at best. Not recommended, but really it might work in Bird this game.
Or
They just also have to find something like Silver Tongue. And actually have 10 moles on each corner
now, I think.
and buildings. So yeah, not looking good for Dom hopes. But that doesn't mean you can't just craft Brazen Demagogue anyway. And be like, yeah, it's just a meme, right, guys? And then they start hitting you for no reason.
Yeah, and then I will recruit twice. Then move on to move Brigadier. Take or use the Brigadier. Move all of these here.
Okay, are we building an 8 now?
Move
Oh.
these 4 here.
Mouse Dom?
All right. And then I activate the Mayor. And I will activate Brigadier again to battle. Let's see, I'm going to battle this Acclaim. Any ambush? And
No ambush.
right. I score a point.
All right. It's time.
Where would you like the skunk to go?
Do I get... Ah, I forgot that was a thing. Oh well.
Not a pivotal decision.
Your skunk can go...
Green hand showing where to go. Which is everywhere but the scoundrel.
in here.
Thank you.
Skunk eyeing the citadels.
And then I'm battling the other Acclaim at 11.
No ambush.
All right. Just
Where
your
would you
skunk
like
can
this
go
skunk?
here
Where?
in this forest.
Okay, thank you.
Hoping for the corner. Couldn't get it. There's still one Acclaim out there. And somehow the defenseless one, it might stay.
No more. No more minister actions.
Okay. Could have banked one card. And then still drawn. That is the whole point. If you're not going to use any cards.
I reveal. I wanted to grab more than that. But I didn't grab all the cards I wanted. I reveal 2 foxes, a mouse, and a rabbit to sway the... Which one is it? Earl of Stone. For 3 points.
Moles online you could claim.
Cards to hand. during evening, I craft brazen dimming. I don't know how to pronounce that word. Demigorge.
Demagogue.
Yeah,
Oh
demigod.
no.
I
They are
craft
doing
brazen
it.
demigod during. I then draw a card. I activate brazen demagogue.
Hold on, that's not how that
Activate the
works.
mouse.
You don't draw a card from Brazen Demagogue.
No,
Or,
no, I
oh
do.
no, okay.
Full action.
I'm just making sure you were doing it in order. It sounded like you were doing it a different way.
Yeah, I drew my
Okay.
card, and then it was end of evening. Brazen it activated,
Yeah.
and now I have mouse dominance, and my score piece still remains on the board.
Dramatic.
Wow.
Difficult to pronounce word.
All good. I'm gonna label that by putting this up here.
A brazen demogorgon.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Well, that's not the
Okay,
strongest
maybe
Dom
it's
play in
our
the world.
problem. I don't know.
Why would it be my problem when I'm in last?
Well, I don't have any pieces because all of mine are in the forest, and the knaves don't have any pieces because all of theirs are in the forest. I understand you're the last in
True.
score, but you're the only one that can contest a dominance, I think.
What are you talking about? It's so
You don't
easy
have to like
to remove
battle
one
people,
thing.
You just have to like be present in one of the mouse clearings.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's so easy to be
Yep.
present.
I see how that works.
And bats can do that just fine at 11. Without even trying.
Let's see here.
But that's what moles want.
I did that.
Moles and they are neglecting to also craft the tea. But then they wouldn't have 5 cards in hand. It was just kind of funny the way that Brazen Demagogue was activated. They made it sound like they just get to draw a card because of it. Even though it is just the next step. But Bat's got some thinking to do. It's turn 6. And, you know, they're all the way in the back of the pack.
All right. I am going to reveal this mouse card to assemble here.
Oh my god, it's
with
over already. No hope for the moles.
some accompaniment.
The dream's dead already.
Oh. And then I am going to also assemble in 4.
Alright, so
This guy.
somehow that assembly in 1 really did stay there, by the way.
Then
Bats have
I'm going
4
to
things they're governing over. They're overseeing.
recruit
Including a
and
plot without any
mouse.
crows at it.
Then
But crows do have the ability to flip that.
move here to here,
And
and
the reason why is sitting in that
move
hand to craft.
from here to here. Now,
Yeah, and just
see
some
where
movements.
do I want to move this guy to?
With these cards. Just moving and assembling. Crow's gonna slide under the radar. With that 3-point flip.
I think I'm gonna leave him there. Whether that's a good choice or not, we'll find out. All right. So, any? I don't think any.
They did actually draw Silver
No,
Tongue.
that doesn't flip.
Just got a
We go
question
to
about it.
convene. Starting with my mouse card, I'm going to banish the moles in 11.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. Throw you over here. Then I will
I'll move that over here.
think that's honestly, I don't think I'm gonna agitate. So that means I'm gonna start by empowering in 4 with this guy.
Another risky empower. 2.
Okay. Take 2.
Now this game, Natty Cash is gonna learn about some of
maybe
these
down
risky
by
empowers
one, I'll
actual
take the
risks.
point. I don't think. Well, actually, you know what?
Well, you learn eventually.
Oh, I have to be able to rule it if I want to take a point from it.
I was thinking about
Question here
another one.
is- well,
They had
he
another bird
would
card down
rule
there,
it
off
even if I
camera.
rolled a 3. Okay, I'm gonna empower in 11 with this card.
And 11. Got the 0.
Woohoo! So I am taking the point.
Very excited Bats player.
So
We love
then
gambling.
I don't think I'm doing anything else, so I'll take the rest of these into my hand.
Gonna hit 19 here.
Do I
Really got to find
do
sword
I'm
and
gonna
T. Really got to
draw
find sword and
World
T.
Leadership.
And
So I
crafting means you don't get to draw both of
draw
them. You only get to draw one.
Journeying. I rule in here. I also rule here.
9 cards in the deck
Also
still.
rule here. That is 1, 2, 3, 4 for overseeing, which is then 3 points. And I draw 1 card.
Hey, well, they found one. But hey, they could have found 3.
That's my turn.
We'll see if bold leadership is a good idea, though.
Mind your water bottles. The crows are intruding again. 11 first.
Doke.
Rose about to get more craft
Then
points.
4.
You only do that once per turn.
No, they can. They can do it.
No,
I
it's
thought it
just
was
on
per
their turn. Yeah, no, not once.
Thanks, the frogs. Those are
Um,
only ones.
Yeah. Okay. So I flip. I'll gain a loyalist for that too.
Not defending that one either.
Okay. I will craft now. I have the root tea for 2 points.
That's half of Crow's points are from crafts, by the
I
way.
have feather rufflers for 2 crows.
And they get to show up in 4.
Oh my gosh.
I will then flip.
One of the coolest Crow techs of S&D.
Steal a
Bat's
card from
gonna
Bat.
lose a card. What do they get?
If you just want to put your hand down, I'll take a random one.
Oh yeah, sorry.
You're good.
They lost a
Okay,
bird.
And then I score 3
Pretty big
points
deal.
from the flip.
Bats did take a bit of a risk there, showing up in 4.
Yeah. And then we recruit.
Will they entreat again?
I think it looks pretty clearly red is the right recruit here. Oh. I only have 1 crow.
Yeah, there are a lot of prisoners right now.
Probably still worth a card.
Probably. They just get to choose what clearing it goes to. They could do it in 4, but if they attack bats there, that's the only one you can't pick.
All right, everybody, take another dose of water. Are we gonna? We're definitely not entreating here. Actually, never mind. I found the one way to get messed up by the bats. We'll go over here. Makes sense. Okay. 3 actions.
It is possible.
uh,
I'm even out of water.
going to think before I take my actions.
Yeah, crows, there's 7 crow prisoners on the board right now. And they are coming back this turn.
Last
It's
one
turn
there.
6.
We'll battle the bats in 4. In ambush. Battle in 4.
Make sure you also wait before the roll because there's lookouts. You're muted if you're talking.
I'm sorry. Yeah, so with lookouts, this happens before the roll.
You gotta resolve ambush
out
first.
here.
We didn't hear your response.
Oh, sorry. I will. Oh, I could ambush. Maybe I do. Maybe I don't.
If you ambush, I'll counter ambush, and we'll just both be down a card.
What a threat.
Now, you know that you've probably seen my ambush enough times. I don't know if you're bluffing or not, but I am going to choose not to ambush.
Can't.
So I've placed my person, and then this comes back to my hand.
All right, lookouts back to hand. Now we can roll.
Go ahead.
Still got a 3.
Okay.
Crow's getting fortunate on these rolls like this.
Action number 2. I will battle again. An ambush.
They may not intend to plot again this game.
Okay. Point.
Now they might just go over to 1 and hit that.
Action number 3. I'm gonna move up here.
This one also a risky possible ambush.
He removes a loyalist.
Oh, because he lost a guy, yeah.
Thank you.
Gotta keep an eye on these.
And then action
situations.
number 4, I will battle the knaves here. In 1.
No ambush.
You have an ambush?
Nope.
Was it no from the knaves? Okay.
This time not getting it.
Okay. I think I'll probably use less squires here then. You may spend this or a rabbit card to battle or move from a rabbit clearing.
All right. Rabbit Squire's got a use. They have a rabbit card. It might be worth the. I think it's worth using the bird here. They get to use it again next turn, after all.
That was battle, battle, move, battle. So that was 4 actions. So that means I'm in evening. So I don't think I can use the squires once in daylight. Okay.
Oh, yeah, it is in daylight. So we are no longer in daylight.
Okay, I'm gonna just draw cards then.
That's a good
Oh
catch.
no, I can't draw cards because
I wasn't thinking about that.
I'm done.
Alright. Crows will be able to do stuff. On their
Yes,
next
they will.
they're going to-
Indubitably, I will do stuff.
Yeah.
Crow's quite a
so
threat
we've got
here.
3 actions total with the Tinker. I do return 2 crow prisoners.
All right, Tinker goes to that corner after all. 2 crows go back.
Right.
So there are still 6 prisoners and 1 acclaim on the board. It's very easy to go after clearing 6, for example. There's also
I'm going to
other stuff out there.
the assembly in 1.
Okay.
I need
But
those loyalists to help block the Dom. So action 1.
gotta get those points though.
Move in. Action 2.
Guaranteed to give up 2 crows. Unless they're careless how they place next crow prisoners. They have 3 actions.
Battle.
I think they're just gonna
Mole,
battle then
and
serve.
Ambush mole.
Taking the mole.
Okay. There. Get an acclaim. Action 3. Battle crow into any ambush crow.
Okay. Good positioning of the warriors.
In 2,
This is basically worth a point.
no ambush.
I had to think about it. Another 5-point
We'll
turn.
score 4 points from prisoners.
Would have been risky to go after
from acclaim.
6, where the cardboard was. But in theory, they could win next turn.
Protect the weak twice.
They entreated for this. All the captains are alive. Only one is in a clearing.
And then we're taking it easy. Crows, you have by far the most prisoners, so you can choose where you want to return.
We
Crows have a lot of choices here.
the top corner makes the most sense.
Is this a quick game? Been 2.5 hours.
So far away from the other cardboard though.
I think we're
Whatever.
average pace.
Here we go.
It's just that the long ones are long.
All right. Then I draw 1 card.
Okay, moles somehow don't win with Dom.
I'm
but
burrow because that's all I have left.
they got a full. They have all of their warriors accessible. Somehow.
Let's see.
So they have the Earl. They can craft Silver Tongue, and that'll make the Dom play easier. But I mean, how else are they winning this game? They should craft the T because, well, if they don't, then someone else might, and you don't want to risk that.
Have guaranteed 3 points on their turn, meaning they're tied with me right now. If you're like thinking about the threats on the board.
Armo's really thinking about threats
So
from
they're
14
able to score
points.
points on their board, and I'm not.
Okay, but you can score cardboard. Like that's.
Yeah,
I
they
You
recognize.
have a turn
I
before
rec-
me.
They
Right
can
now-
too.
What yeah, I know. Right now, both me and Naves are at the exact same point total because they have 3 guaranteed points. They have abilities to score points on their board, which I do not have ways to score points on my board.
And someone gets to go first.
But if you have a T craft, that's 2 points, and then you just need to pick up 2
True.
somewhere.
Yeah, that's true. If I have a T, that is the case. I don't have a T. You can believe me or not.
See if anyone searches that discard
Craft
pile.
LSD if they're worried.
Mm-hmm. Hmm.
This is something that, yeah, moles can craft tea, and I'm pretty sure they've shown it for a while. They actually could have crafted it a while ago. They
are also scoring a 4th passive point up here with the claim, unless we deal with it.
Yeah, I'm looking at the board, deciding where I want to go.
It really doesn't matter how many points Knaves are going to get on their turn if they don't get another turn. So that's part of the calculus here. But as far as moles care, they got to be playing to win. I think crafting tea is an important part of that because that's something that no one else will be able to do. And that's a big difference for all of the factions. In fact, you know, there's a big threat that any one of them could just have a tea. And that makes their turn way easier. I don't know if it's doable for bats at the moment. I don't think it is. They need more bird cards to be able to do that. But bats, like, it's not impossible to see an 11-point turn by bats. It's just extremely unlikely in a situation like this. So really they need, like, 4 bird cards and a T to be able to pull that off.
Thinking of
I do think moles will build again. That way they can craft both tea and silver tongue. And as long as they move, like, some guys into 5 and they still have some presence in 11, they still have the threat for Dom. And then it comes down to, like, bats are not motivated to stop the Dom. They shouldn't be, because they want to make sure that someone like crows stop it, or knaves stops it, which gives bats another turn. Crows, obviously, if they can't find a win for themselves, which is their priority, they need to make sure they get another turn. And they have right to be concerned about every faction, honestly.
No, 'cause I just took it
You just
easy.
let them
They're all up.
Every faction here could win before crows get 2 more turns. Like, we're talking about a turn 8 crow win if they can't find 4 points on their next turn.
I can't.
And I'm not saying that they can't, but they don't have any plots that they can flip. And if they can't craft for points, which, again, it only has tea and swords, then things are very limited.
To a claim on
They also didn't draw anything because they did the exert.
Dorsey.
So they basically have 5 actions, including rabbit squires, to find 4 points. And that's not easy as crows. That is asking a lot. The little flub with rabbit squires last turn, that's possibly a big deal.
Yes, cat, I see you.
Similarly, I don't think bats are gonna just do it on their turn because 11s, it's tough. If they get to craft a tea, that's something, but we're basically looking at, the simple bat math is like how many every bird card is worth a point from Empower. Every craftable that's available, that's what you have. And even if you max out on Oversea, that's +4.
But
So
use
bats are capping at
Crap.
7 points, plus however much cardboard they kill, and they're not gonna remove 4
easy.
cardboard
You can stop
on
it
their
now.
turn. What is Dark Owl doing? Going for a claim.
See, then second action, I will move 2 warriors here.
Splitting up the warriors.
And then minister actions.
So, as long as I think they're trying to maximize
But
chances
activate
for Brazen Demagogue here,
and attack the knaves in 1.
while also attacking things like the claim.
Where do you want the knave to go?
They're gonna hit the bats in 11.
Mm,
Bats only have to just banish
Thank you.
nice
to get moles
point.
out of there.
You get a hit on Bivu.
And then somebody has to rule somewhere else.
Knaves are very flirty that way.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. Another battle action.
But if moles can find a way to win on points, go for it in 2 turns. They don't really have the same turn 8 affordance that other factions do, being in last seat. So these are some tough decisions to make as moles here. How do you maximize your win chance? And they really did just dig into a place where crows can attack twice, by the way.
Yeah, you never.
So they're going to have to use that second attack to hit that assembly, I think.
I won't take this. I will not take the second battle action.
Okay, well, I guess we'll give crows a chance after all.
Let's see.
In a rabbit clearing, no less. 'Cause what's so bad about attacking the assembly?
Start realize, but oh wait, no, that wouldn't have worked. Never mind.
But then I assume the remaining actions are move, but
Here, I'm gonna
guys in 3 are
activate
stuck.
Mayor.
Guys in 1 are just gonna leave.
Move these 2 moles into here.
I guess bats do act again, so they're gonna protect their stuff in 1. Or at least pick it up.
Yeah, and this is a bear into brigadier right away.
Where's the other one here?
Actually,
Yeah, those guys, they can reach.
the moles into from 3 to 2, and then 2 to 5.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, right.
Now I guess they build in 5.
I will not take the banker action. Will not take the 4 mole action.
Okay. Then I guess we don't do
Reveal
T.
2 fox cards to sway the captain for a point.
Captain.
Right. Return to cards to hand. I craft Silver Tongue.
All right. So if moles rule 2 mouse clearings and are
I draw
present
a
in
card.
a 3rd one,
I draw
they
a card
win
in my
on their
turn.
turn. That is where moles are at right now.
I'm guessing this works with dominance.
Yes.
Yes.
Exciting.
Oh my gosh.
Very cool combo.
This is certainly an interesting one.
Table has to figure out what to do about it. Mole's not usually the faction that can pull it off. And they're making it tough by
likelihood.
going for 3 clearings.
that anyone could win on their turn.
I don't see how I win on my turn, if that helps.
Well,
Anyone could have the tea.
said T Craft.
Yeah.
Don't worry about the T-craft, I don't have it.
The only way to guarantee that they don't have it is to do it first.
There's, I know what you got 4 actions. Looking at the board and where then you have the ability to recruit anywhere.
So bats have bold leadership.
It'd be,
That is important because that can go back to hand.
I guess it'd be tough on your end.
That's a way to get more cardboard points. This turn, they are at least the 4 points off, like I described.
Really can't do anything about the acclaim in 2. So is that your task to stay in the game, is to hit that and hope the knaves don't get enough?
I think that's my intention, yeah. I'm probably just going to be battling the knaves in the north.
That's pretty appropriate. But that doesn't stop moles.
If
And
that
knaves are not stopping
happens,
moles.
The only way to stop moles is to get them to only ruling 1 mouse clearing, right?
So
No, so right now they rule in 3. Because
I rule in 3. If
But
I rule
if
in
they-
2 and have a if I have a piece in a mouse clearing, I can discard Silver Tongue to count as ruling that to win the game.
Yeah.
right.
Yes,
Dark Owl spelling it out.
so you have
you can
to be
just like
only
kick
ruling
everyone out
1.
of 11, right? That's not a worry.
I think it's reasonable for bats to do
Well,
a banish there.
I would have
But-
to roll. I would have to roll enough to banish out of 11,
They do have bold leadership.
and then someone would have to probably hit 8.
That's a high task, but maybe the knaves are up for it. I don't know.
There are only 2 warriors there.
You banish out
Well,
of
no,
11.
guys,
Well,
even that's not enough. If they rule 2, they can still win the game.
I think they need at least a piece. to
So they
use
need
Silver
at
Tongue.
least a piece in another clearing, right?
Yes, I need a piece in the clearing to activate
So,
Silver Tongue.
so the thing
So
is, we
our
need to
thought is-
fully
Okay.
remove them in
Clear
8
them,
and
yeah.
11 is the idea here.
Yeah.
Okay.
That is the way to do it.
So
Okay, I'm glad we talked about this. This is not how I thought Silver Tongues worked.
okay. So
I
that's
asked to double check before I crafted it.
Yeah. This is a silly card.
It is in effect.
I had it on Badgers once, but then it got spy networked pretty quickly.
Here's the card for people that want to see it. I gotta remember to zoom in on these occasionally.
okay.
Yeah, during any one effect on your turn, which can include dominance, you can spend it and
Now
you
what to
rule a
do.
clearing with pieces. A clearing with your pieces. So, as stated, in order to win with the Mouse Dom here, they need to be ruling 2 at least, and at least present in 1 additional mouse clearing. So right now they need to be fully removed from 2 of them. That is the way to stop it. The easiest targets are 8 and 11. Bats can potentially do 1 banish action in 11 to handle that. And then all it takes is rolling a 3 on 8. But who wants to do that? Who can get there? No one can get there easily.
I forgot that I had to roll a stone, but oh well.
So it really might come down to
Now.
pros throwing in 1 attack and being like, knaves, you gotta pick up the other attack. But knaves should be able to do it themselves. It's just that it's gonna require rolls. And you risk the ambush potentially when you have as few warriors as knaves do. But they do finally have all their items back. They have the protection with crossbows. They really could crossbow, bag crossbow,
2 points after that curling, but oh well.
And then attack again.
That'd be wild if that ends up mattering.
I probably am not scoring through points, so it doesn't matter that
Yeah.
much.
The only problem with knaves is they don't take new prisoners from clearing 8, so they really don't want to touch that clearing. As a result, maybe they actually hit 5 instead.
All right.
Audio issue is back.
I
That's
think
good to
I
know.
have a turn planned. We'll see how this goes. I'm going to start with
Only the players.
this card here, putting an assembly in 9. And with this card, assembling in 4 with these 2
Now I get to try to figure this out.
there. Then
Hopefully they don't break rules in the meantime.
I will just reveal these 3 bunnies to recruit.
And really courting the ambitious over there.
I'll probably ask them to pause for a few minutes after this turn.
Yep. Whether that's a good plan or not, we will see. Then no. We go to convene. I'm going to start by returning this rabbit card to hand to banish the crows in 1. Do you ambush?
No ambush.
So they banished in 1.
Okay. I'm going to move you down to 5.
Moving it down to 5.
You're gonna want to move me to 2 if you want me to stop the names.
Do you think so? Because you've got 4 actions you can use to hit him. That's 1 move. And
The names are not in 5. You're not helping the cause.
I agree, but I want you to spend another action so you don't get another chance to hit cardboard elsewhere.
There's not enough. You've already calculated that. There's not enough cardboard on the board for me to get it.
Well, I've put more on there.
You're just like helping the names right now.
Okay, so again, I'm looking at the board here, and you
I agree.
can take action.
Okay, the moles agreed with
Right.
me. Like,
Well,
I'm not
okay.
just saying this out of my self-interest here. This is to get you another turn.
Did that fix
Yeah,
it?
I'm rationalizing this through because there is. I'm looking at where you're.
All right, well, that's not good enough
Yeah,
long term
maybe
to
you
fix
are
the
right.
problem, but it's a good short-term problem.
Doing that, my problem.
It's a
is
good
that-
short-term fix.
Oh yeah,
I left the channel and returned to
Yeah.
it.
that's within reason. If I lose because of this,
But that helps me narrow down what it is at least. But that is a new problem that has only happened on
then
YouTube for some reason.
I am
But it is a Discord related thing.
going to.
And it sounds totally fine to me. Like it only sounds bad to you guys through OBS.
I did not think that through.
That is a new little challenge for me to figure out. It got way worse,
Is there
yeah.
Another place where I want this.
I'm able to monitor it. But I was kind of looking for some telltale signs. And dropping frames earlier kind of it's something that I thought might lead to it.
I haven't. Oh, I rolled the.
Anyway, let me know if it happens again.
Never mind. I can't take.
I'm
that
very
back
interested to
now.
know if it happens again.
Shoot. Okay.
I sure hope they have a valid turn so far. They didn't return the mouse to hand. Their other cards are over here, so
Right, 'cause I gotta.
they were off
So
screen.
I'm using this to banish in 11.
All right, pivotal roll.
Old moles, do you ambush?
No.
They got a 3-0 anyway.
Okay.
They didn't battle anything, did they?
Let's move them.
They're at 19. Bold leadership activates. Just to be more transparent about something. I was fixing something else, so I wasn't fully paying attention to the turn.
Okay.
Did you do any other battles?
I
At all?
did do a banish in one. So if
Oh,
bold leadership
okay. Bold leadership
there,
had to activate the first time that
Yeah,
you
yeah.
battled. Did you spend a card
and
from
I
it?
forget the. No. So then I'll take this back into hand, right? Or does this get discarded?
That goes to hand.
Yeah.
Yeah, but bold leadership is a must action.
Yeah.
So
Fair enough. I just sometimes I think banish is a weird non-battle thing.
yeah. So
So
did
I-
that affect the first roll at all?
So I rolled a 3. So
I'm talking about the first roll, the one bold leadership
Yeah,
should have happened on.
Yeah.
the first
Okay.
roll I rolled a 3 as well.
All right, so we're good.
So
Right.
does the bold leadership hit, or does it hit
No,
after the
it
banish?
just moves one more guy. But
Oh, I
it
see.
doesn't
So it
matter here,
acts
so
in the
everything's
replacement
fine.
of banish. Okay.
Yeah.
So that would have been smarter if I used it here first to confirm I would send both of them away. But that's a strategic thing for another day.
Yeah, that's why I wanted to clarify. But you'll get
Yep,
no
I
hints from me.
Yeah. No, all good. I lucked out there, I guess. Yeah. So, yeah, that's too bad. I should have.
All right, well, bold leadership didn't end up coming into play.
But
It moved more crows
okay, no turning back now.
over to not 5, by the way.
And I don't really have a. Oh no, actually, from here,
I would have just moved him to 5.
from 11, I'm gonna
Been like,
use this
hit the most.
to power.
Ooh, we got a 3 though.
Well, I'll take 3.
All right,
and
opportunities awaken.
1 point isn't going to make me win the game right now, so I will not take the points. And I think
Either way, crows sound like they're going for the tinker. And then
at this point,
I would assume that knaves
don't
feel
think there's
compelled
anything else. I guess I could banish
to hit 8.
moles from here also. Yeah, I don't think that affects anything that much. Makes it easy.
2 more cards.
The rule. Okay.
They did also show
I'm
the
gonna
T.
then bring this card in to banish in 1.
Throw him in 5.
Mold ambush.
No.
Okay.
So I'll just move him
Join the club.
over here. And then I'll just take this one back into hand with no action. And I will craft
3
the T
loyalists. Crafting the T, pretty good idea.
for 2 points.
I mean, someone else doesn't. Only swords remain.
We'll flip all the governing ones upright
I don't remember how much we've seen for swords.
for, unfortunately, not that one. So that sets me to
Are they leaving it in 9 though?
3 points. And I'm
Really gonna just leave it there?
a card. And I'll need to discard.
How did they? How do they get something in 9? Just out of curiosity, because I said I wasn't actually paying attention to your turn. How did you get the assembly in 9?
That was the revealing the mouse ambush. That was my only mouse action that turn.
And you didn't rule it at the time? If you assemble in a clearing and you don't rule it, you have to discard that card.
Oh, okay. Well, then that makes my choice easy then.
Which actually does mean that you would not have been able to banish in 11. So this is
This is a big whoops.
yeah, this is a very big problem compared to things that could have happened. So the problem is you didn't discard it, no one caught it anyway.
Yep.
If you would have known, you obviously wouldn't have put down the assembly there, but we can't really based on that.
So do we just move the moles back?
Well, I mean, you can't really make that argument. Let me think about this. The most fair
Well,
way
for
to
sure, I
resolve
should
it.
discard this card. But yeah, because that would also have determined whether I empowered based on that banish. So I guess it's however you want to rule it.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that happened on that turn. Let me see what else he did.
I can narrate through it again. So when I revealed this card to assemble there, which I should have then discarded that. I also then revealed Fox card to assemble here.
The
other three,
so the unfortunate thing is, like, just to be clear about, how the rules of the tournament works, it's not on me to catch everything because, sometimes I am going to be distracted. It is still on the players at the end of the day. So I'm not going to roll it back that far to force you to, like, undo the banish action or any of that kind of stuff, because, someone had to have caught it to be like, you need to discard that card. Well, it slipped by, it happens. We're not going to roll it back that far. So I'm not going to force you to discard it now. You obviously have to discard something from your hand anyway, but we're at that point of the turn. I can't really I'm not going to break with the way that the rules are written, is the way that I'm putting it. The tournament rules are written in this way. We can't undo it. We're past that point. And if you wonder why, it's because it is still on the players to catch these things.
Yeah.
Sometimes I miss them.
Well, I don't know if this is the best way to do it or not, but I will say I don't know, my apologies, I will take this one to
It's up to you
discard
how
with.
you want to handle that.
I recognize that.
But this is at least the ruling.
Yep.
Yeah,
Okay,
we can't undo it.
Yeah, sorry everyone, but yeah, that's the end of my turn.
That's more of it's on the moles to recognize that, unfortunately.
Okay.
But moles get a little gift in 9, which
There's
is
way
going to be a
for me
gift for
win,
someone
although
else.
maybe I can gamble with this guy Courier. What could it possibly draw me? No, it's at the start of Birdsong. I can't even do that.
Yeah.
Hmm.
That's a very unfortunate mishap for moles. Well, they got to pay
I
attention.
essentially have 5 actions.
But
you get 4 points.
I
Proof is impossible.
Yeah, I wonder what'll happen now. Sometimes those little things happen though, and they influence the game. It's still on the players. I do agree with you, BW. I was about to rule that way too, and obviously just did.
Yeah, shoot, I really needed that extra point last turn, I guess.
It is also the classic way to do it, because moderators used to not even chime in. But way too many things happened after that should have been discarded. And I don't know exactly what order it happened in, either way.
I'm very confident the names will win on their turn.
Well, that would be news to me.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, maybe there's something. Who knows? I'll just do what I said I was gonna do then, and spend my time battling knaves. Let's do my turn in order though. Nothing to craft. Nothing to flip. I would like to recruit. So I got 4 corvettes this time.
All right, crafting or not
How
crafting?
much water are we drinking?
Using bird.
Oh no. The bats really do be everywhere. You have
Yeah, they got to entreat
guys right now.
no matter what if they want all the crows, but also that is all of their crows.
2
They got 4 in their supply, ready to be placed.
red, orange.
But dominance is not stopped yet. It's not guaranteed either. Vats got away with the banish. They obviously
Red does look pretty good, but it is awfully bad.
they got punished. They're about to be punished enough by leaving their assembly in 9 anyway. I have no idea why they assembled there.
Okay, I will entreat in 4.
Sorry, I was drinking some water.
um,
Or they got 3.
and then I will entreat in 6.
Oops.
Got a 4th one again. So
Okay.
not placing guys down.
There.
Okay.
Oh, well, never mind. They did get guys down. They're gonna protect the tunnel a little bit more closely. After all, that is a target.
Boy
I agree with that.
in
Bats finally with,
red.
you know, close amount of,
I think red's very,
you know, a defensible clearing. Most played Brazen Demagogue.
better.
Yeah. They got Brazen Demagogue Mouse. That's why they got the Mouse Dom over here in addition to their points on
Well, it
16.
was silly for me to do this if I wasn't planning to go in red, so let's follow through.
Right now they also so the other very important thing about
Gobbler's
Mole's
fallacy.
status is they have Silver Tongue, so they only need to rule 2 of the clearings and just have presence in a 3rd one.
Action 1, I would like to battle the knaves.
Crows are more concerned that knaves are going to win first though,
yellow, and I will use my squires.
and knaves on their own are capable of stopping the Brazen Demagogue
An
win,
ambush.
No ambush.
which likely leads to a Bats win, but stopping the Tinker here does not prevent anything that the knaves can do necessarily.
I still have 3 actions. Action number 1, I'll battle the knaves in yellow. In
No ambush. Where do you want
2,
the knave?
and go in the corner with my crower.
because I
Can
mean,
you put it-
knaves
can
have
you put it
2
with the ranger? 'Cause I
captains.
think that just took my win condition.
I'm not convinced you're not winning on your turn. I'm not gonna help you, no.
Yeah, crows just don't want knaves to win. Possibly at the expense of moles being able to do it.
Yeah,
Oh.
I would.
blame you or something.
Yeah, you can blame me. I did do the most mole hate this game though. I feel like I've done my time in the mole
Did they?
bullying.
Just
that was one
extorted.
action.
There really wasn't much anti-mole
Still
action.
move into 5 and hit the moles once or twice. And
No, I
then-
think I need to be scoring points if I want to win this game.
You get 3 next turn, right?
So the question is, do I fight up here or down here? I think I fight up here. Move. So that was action 2.
If this is just weakening cardboard,
3, I would like to battle the moles in 1.
this is just going for the bats too.
Ambush.
Go ahead. The bats will be defending as well.
Yep.
This was using squires. They did 3. They're gonna get 1 more cardboard point if they roll a 2
And
here.
I will exert to battle in 1. Again, targeting the moles.
Okay.
So that's another cardboard point over there.
That was 4 actions, so I don't get to draw cards. I'm done.
And cardboard makes it easier for knaves to potentially win. Let's see if they can do it. They have everything available to them. They have 2 captains on the board. The Tinker did just die. They're probably not going to do anything with those cards in hand. But you can technically get a bit creative with mouse squires. Oops. As it stands right now, moles are poised to win on their turn. So if knaves go for the win and do not win, moles win at the start of their turn, thanks to Brazen Demagogue. All it takes is removing the moles fully from clearing 8. And this is the kind of situation where people aren't motivated to stop it, as you can see. I don't know what you mean by the stream on your end. Things look normal to me on my end.
Gotta think through how I can do this. If I can do this at all.
Audio still seems fine. But definitely a turn to think about it. Yeah, that's probably a you thing. Unless everybody else says I'm quiet. Which I do think videos I record do tend to be a little bit quiet, honestly. But not that bad. Well, fine to you guys, but I know that videos that I record are not super loud. I'm obviously not looking for super loud, but they're definitely okay, is what I'll say. Knaves need to find 7 points, and they have 6 prisoners right now. No acclaim, so 3 points banked. They can only get prisoners from clearings around, clearings 1, 2, 4. 4 is where there is cardboard points, but you can only get 1 prisoner from there. And the scoundrel could, so let's just kind of walk through it. Skirmish in 4. They do have to go through the bats before they can get to cardboard points. So they'd have to roll a couple times there.
I don't know that there's a play here.
Then so skirmish, bag, go into the forest, skirmish again into somewhere like 1. Yeah, that's 2 cardboard points, 1 prisoner, 1 acclaim point. That's 6 points. If only 1 were a little bit easier to take advantage of. Skirmish, attack, bag, and then hit 1. Yeah, so they have a win with good rolls. They do actually have 2 crossbows and 2 bags. The problem is, if you're doing that into bats, you actually know they have an ambush, and they're like you've seen this ambush all game, by the way. So obviously bats would use it here because it's like, dude, why aren't you going for the moles here? They're just gonna win. So then bats just use it and then ruin Dave's chance at winning. So you don't want to go through the crows because like you don't want to risk the bad rolls. You could dash bag.
I don't. With me knowing where all the ambushes are, that's the problem.
Yeah, they're all in that bat hand.
Mm.
If
Okay.
knaves just want to clearing 8, that is okay. But it doesn't give them the
But-
win.
Crows need 2 points to win on their turn. That's very doable.
Yeah.
It's very doable, but it is still RNG. So there's technically a chance that you get an extra turn.
Bats probably can win on their turn.
Also, yep.
Yeah, it's gonna be RNG for both of us.
Okay.
I don't know about
Unless, I
that.
don't know. Maybe there's a
It's
guaranteed
not-
bat win. I don't see it.
It's not RNG for me if people use their ambushes.
That's
Yeah,
100% true.
It might be no. What's guaranteed is the moles are gonna win if you don't deal with 8.
Yeah, I don't think bats are RNG.
Yeah.
Right here, but they do have only one bird card. And somehow bats just left their
That would be epic.
left their assembly in
With 9.
6. All right, well, 9.
I don't like that proposition.
Yeah, I don't know. I think 8 is much more free for you.
But hey, you know what? Crows didn't stop the moles. That's something to take into consideration here. They stopped the knaves instead. So why do knaves have to stop the crow or the moles? And that's what leads to a moles win,
all
sure.
People, moles have done the least to hurt me, so I'm not giving it to crows or bats. If it comes down,
I guess
to
like the thing
making.
is you're not giving it to us, right? It's a chance that we end the game, whereas it's a guarantee the moles end the game.
Well,
But if knaves can find a way to do it right now,
not like
they
it's
could
a
go for it.
chance, but it's such a strong chance that it's.
They just have to be really confident in their decision.
No, I don't think it is. Like they have to roll 3s, and cardboard can get defended.
Bats, they have. If I just spend my turn stopping moles, they've got what 3
Well, the
govern.
moles
Three
would
assembly
presumably
govern.
the moles would presumably spend some of their turn stopping bats if you think they're gonna win.
What motivation do moles have
Bats
if they're not
have
gonna
max
just win?
points though.
I don't see it, but we also have a whole militant.
I also
factions-
don't see it
factions.
either. So, I don't see it. But
I don't know how much I can trust any of that, but
Yeah, that's not.
I mean, yeah, I mean, like
Everybody's way too
you
close
can-
for
you can
knaves to
calculate
care.
yourself to see whether you think bats can win or not. But like the other thing to keep in mind is that the moles do have like 600 actions. So like, if there is a guaranteed bat win, the moles can stop it.
Yeah, these aren't arguments that sway the knaves, though, in my opinion. Because, like, crows just stop the knaves from winning. What motivation do they have? Now they got to
crows
take a risk.
need 2 points. So
Crows could have just stopped, moles themselves.
And that's
It
just
is
going to come
orange.
down to whatever the board state looks like on my turn, and then however lucky I get with my.
Obviously, it still matters if knaves actually had it or not. If the tinker wasn't attacked.
okay.
It's not something you can calculate now, right? Because the board
Yeah,
state will change so much.
Bats could have a sword that they drew, right? Let's see.
There are 5 cards in the deck.
Yeah, we have not seen a single sword. I don't remember it being in Mole's hand, but maybe they can confirm for me.
I actually think they're all still in the deck.
I don't have a sword. Crows, do you have a sword?
I do not have a sword.
There's 3 swords in
So
the deck right
And
now.
I
either
don't.
Someone
I
is
don't have a
lying.
sword. Like, and this is not me pulling in his chain. I don't have a.
They're 100%
Wait,
lying.
that's
You
wild.
can't trust that.
Bottom 5 cards are 3 swords, or is what we're saying?
That's wild.
Wait, it's 2 swords. It's 2 swords in the deck, right?
There are 3 swords in the deck.
Yeah.
I think it's 2.
It's 3. Okay.
Is this public info? Can we ask the mod?
What?
Well,
How
no.
many
Is there
swords are
2
there?
swords or 3 swords in the deck?
Oh,
Oh, in a deck there are 3 swords.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was wrong.
Okay. Well, in that case, I think it's just stop the moles and
I probably
protect
shouldn't
the
answer
land,
that
and
though, to be
ambushes
fair.
would stop me, so it's not worth
But
even
they knew.
trying it. Okay.
That's a knowledge check on them. I could have been lying. But if someone lied about that, then I wouldn't like it. I do step in about those kinds of things. If someone were like, yeah, there's only 1 sword in a deck. I don't like that kind of misinformation. No no lying about mechanics and that stuff.
So we're going to move.
But that doesn't usually happen. Usually it's accidental, and I
Going
just
to
correct
flip
it if it's relevant.
a hammer.
But yeah, that's not
As
a
a
rules thing.
Battling moles in 8.
Okay, move and then skirmish. So
Yeah.
they are actually hitting the moles after all. And well, dominance just got stopped, so
Damn.
ooh.
3-1.
Stop those crows next. They took out the whole captain.
Don't take any prisoners.
I don't know if bats have it, by the way, but they definitely look like they could. What do knaves do from here? That's 2 out of 4 actions. They flipped a hammer to do that. With the ranger.
Alright, we'll move.
Assault. Survive.
I will assault.
Gonna be at 29.
Push.
Really good roll.
Oh, do I have to place in a claim?
Oh yeah, you gotta put in a claim at 8.
Do I have to?
Yeah. Not an option.
Okay. Because otherwise I would have preferred not to.
Well, don't do
Assault.
the attack if you don't want it. That's how knaves work.
Okay.
Knaves need an unserve action,
No.
is what we're arguing for here. Unflip the hammer to remove the claim.
2.
We're gonna
Okay.
play some reverse knaves.
The ranger.
And this captain's dead.
But I do take 2 prisoners.
So knaves actually at 29. Not actually at 29, they're at
will
28,
not.
thanks to the roll.
Have to place in a claim. Alright. Well,
Yeah, they found a way to not have to place in a claim.
mock the powerful. I'm going to get 4 points.
Knaves have actually gotten 4 points off prisoners for a few turns in a row. It was not guaranteed by any means.
Moles, would you be able to take out that acclaim?
Hey, I know I stopped you from winning, but
I
I
would
guess
like.
one,
what if
one
you had
thing
another
interesting
chance?
to think about now at this point is that the knaves just pass their turn and win the game. So like whatever you're doing at this point is just king making or scoring as much as you want or whatever you want to do.
Yeah, this is the argument crows get to make after moles
I guess.
get stopped.
I guess moles. Who would you rather?
I
me or
can't
Crows?
believe Can't believe we fell into this.
I mean, you don't have to think that way too. You could just like, instead of choosing who wins, just like score as many points as possible and not worry about.
Although that's the kind of logic that gets brought up, I would not be interested in listening to the person that just talked Knaves into doing this,
Draw a card.
because it is specifically because of them that this happened, and not Knaves necessarily. Mole's one more craftable way. Mole's Hidden Warrens away from a win this turn. If only they had Hidden Warrens and Silver Tongue, they could have the win.
Back in the burrow.
Maybe maybe next turn. Did Moles not even get Earl points last turn? I'm just realizing. Yeah, they didn't need it. Clearly. I don't know what Moles do from here. There's multiple pieces of cardboard they could deal with if they wanted to, but I'm not really interested in what some players did. So they could take revenge on somebody if they want, and we'll just see how they feel. But they might just continue to play their own game and be like, I sure hope Knaves respawn in the middle of the board with their Tinker. Even though, yeah, in order for Knaves to not win, they have to respawn on top of this mole. And
Not winning.
they release 5 guys.
Yeah, so it's just a question of like how
Or
you
this
wanna exert
mall.
influence over the game,
Mhm.
or over the ultimate game.
Perhaps it should
And then not do anything
harder
else.
For Knaves the king to make me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't believe.
I mean, Knaves have a chance of winning this way, so.
And why should moles give crows a chance to win? Yeah, I don't know what I'd do as moles here. Not really motivated to do a whole lot. They never got to craft that tea that was in their hand. They did just kind of stay out of the way for the most part. Not got into a lot of battles. Only had the citadels and got the Earl out eventually. But never really got momentum. Despite the citadels and well, they obviously got extorted turn 1, but never really got momentum despite the citadel after that. Because they could have pushed it. They could have gone away with markets, I think. And I think that they should have gone for clearing 3. Which, sure, you don't craft Brazen Demagogue from clearing 3, but you know what? You can craft that later when you want. Because if you're really thinking about Brazen Demagogue, you sit back in the corners and go for fewer clearings and actually be looking for Silver Tongue. So markets help you find more cards.
Action, I'll move all the moles. Moles into here.
And they managed to find it. That's pretty cool. But it's just so hard to go for Dawn plays. Very easy to stop, even with Silver Tongue. It only took Knaves one attack.
Move some moles in here. And then minister actions.
Do you have a tunnel in 9?
What? Oh wait. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, there is no tunnel in
I
9.
forgot I don't. Whoops. Okay, we're done. Okay.
We got the players to
So
pay
instead
attention.
I'm
We did
going
it.
to. I forgot I didn't have a tunnel in there. So instead, I'll just move.
I'm just a
Move into the
commentator.
tunnel in 6, then move into the tunnel in 9. And then I'll take my minister actions. First one will be the brigadier to move. Move some moles there. On
This
3 moles actually.
How much can bats do?
Yeah, it could be all 4. Why not?
Bats should be able to find 4 points. I can't believe the assembly in 9 might have a chance of
Move
living.
the moles into here and then down into here. Oh wait, no, I can't.
What a crazy mistake to make.
Oh wait, just
I'm just assembling in 9.
no.
And no one knowing that
Oh wait, I'll rule that.
you can't just do
Never mind.
that.
So yeah, we'll move
It's not really that crazy, but
these into here. Using the 2 brigadier move
you gotta
actions.
know. Gotta know bats aren't that
See, I'll
broken.
activate 4 mole. I reveal a rabbit card. I put that there. I activate Earl of Stone.
Okay.
What?
What?
Just that crows are already there, but I guess it doesn't matter if you're not concerned about. Yeah, I mean, because you won't get another turn anyways. So.
Yeah, Earl of Stone to earn 3 points.
This is a strange
Wait,
place to
why is there just a card
build.
sitting here by the way?
That should be in the discard pile, I believe.
Slightly off camera.
Yeah, I used it to recruit a while ago.
Wait, so I did you and you and you.
We're very close to the
Activate the banker
bottom
to
of the
discard
deck
3
here.
Fox cards.
Banker, 3 points. I'm just gonna get those points.
I then activate Mayor into Brigadier.
Can pick up some cardboard
I'm
points
going
here. Can get 3 more points from the attacks, including the captain.
The acclaim in 8, or the skunks in 8.
No ambush.
Got ready to bonk your acclaim.
Where do you want the knave?
I can go with the scoundrel.
Thank you.
Moles could make it up to 25 right here.
I think I'm going to bonk the crows in 10. Any ambush?
Nope, you're good.
Somehow not going for the assembly.
Yeah, right. 1-1.
Oh, it timed me out.
I'm going to captain battle the crows in 10. I assume no ambush.
Um, sorry, I've been kicked.
Okay, yeah, I'll wait.
Okay, hey, you're attacking in 10 again?
Using
Yeah, that's fine. Go for it.
Right?
the will.
Well, bats, they got more of a chance now. I think.
Right. That was every. That was every. That was.
Well, if they remembered Earl
Action.
last turn, they'd be at, and got good rolls here, they'd be at 27 points.
Yeah, craft it. Just draw a card.
I think they missed it. Turn 8 bats, gotta find a win. Can they do 6 points? They got one bird, and there's a lot of stuff on the board.
Sorry, I think I'm gonna need time to think for this one.
Yeah, for sure. Take your time to think. I'll say one thing and then I'll be quiet. Which is if you don't find a way to win, I will plead for you to like not spend all your time ensuring I don't win because the knaves guarantee win on their turn. So like if you're looking for like an exciting end game, it might make sense to not spend all your actions making sure the knaves win.
Still not a big fan of those arguments, personally. And it's partially because of how crows have been asking. You know, that's more of a, like, you can stay out of it, sure, but I don't like the bringing attention to it part. Knaves do just win, but you're turning it into a conscious decision when you bring it up like that. And I don't like the people that ask for it. But people interpret that kind of stuff differently. Everybody has their own preference for table talk and these situations. That said, Bats 100% should be going for their win. And at the moment, they currently govern over 3 pieces of cardboard. They have every suit in their hand. So they are able to just agitate on the assembly that somehow stayed in mouse. So, you know, that's a 4th one. Then they got to get another one, which the next easiest one has to be 10, but they could just hit it instead. So, you know, 3 points and then 2 points for hitting, or 1 point for hitting 10. Yeah, they have the card for that. 1 point in power is guaranteed in 6. Then you gotta find one more point somewhere. So that must be the thinking right now. Thinking about it right now. They should be able to. Yeah, They should be able to get it by assembling in 10. They're okay with discarding one of the bunnies, and then they agitate with the other. So yeah, bats have a way to do it for sure, but it's not ambush proof in 10. Yeah, the empower is guaranteed. Yeah, it all lines up. Wait, how many loyalists do they have? None. It doesn't matter. Yeah, they'll be fine. They just have to find it. They can also rule out that there is an ambush because they have the ambushes in hand. There are also 3 cards in the deck, and I think they are actually all swords. They were talking earlier about how they're not in the discard.
I'm gonna take this.
So yeah,
slow
it should
as
be
I
guaranteed.
can, but I do believe I have a win here. So let's start with, we are going to use this bird to recruit in 11. Then I'm going to use this mouse to move.
Yeah, I think that doesn't
these
matter.
3 into 10. Then I will use this bunny to battle the plot token in 10.
All right, well, they're doing things in order, so looking good.
Okay. So that's removed.
This was also ambush proof.
And I gain point. Then
looking good.
I am spending this bird card, and it will be spent because I will place an assembly here, yet I don't rule it. So this gets discarded.
Vance are really getting away with
And then I
putting that assembly on 9.
don't think I need to do this, but I'm going to just do it anyway. I'm going to play the fox to recruit here. Now, as we go into daylight, this does not flip because no one rules it.
Yep.
There's no other ones that will flip because of that.
Clearing 1.
Clearing 1, yes, thank you. That was factored into this process here, but yes, thank you.
Highly relevant.
So then I will empower with the bird card, and I'm going to do that in 6. Okay, so I will remove 2. I still rule there, so I score 1 point. I am going to take in the mouse to agitate in 9, which is gain 1 loyalist, flip the assembly to governing if it's closed.
And you spend the card.
And yes, the card. Oh, yes. Thank you. I do spend the card. That was planned. I am also going to do another agitate in 10 to flip that to governing and spending the card. And if I just take a moment, and I know I'll take this back into my hand. Just confirming here. Yeah. I'm going to take this back into my hand. Then I'm not crafting. I guess I will do my draw action just in case I did screw this up.
Hey, look at those
Go with
swords.
3. And then my adjourn is flipping anything I rule from
The real reward.
close to governing, which is those ones. I am now governing in 4, 6, 9, 11, and 10, which is 5 clearings for 4 points and 30 points.
GG, congrats on the win.
GG.
You even found the 3 cards on the bottom of the deck as your reward.
Yes, which were all
Were
swords.
they all swords?
They really were all swords.
Amazing.
Yeah. I recognize, like, we'll talk about this, but I feel like it feels like a scummy win. I recognize.
Don't care.
it was,
Okay,
like,
so
not
hold on,
part of the
stop.
rules, but
Hold on. I 100% disagree with you there. Sure, it may not feel great, but that, you made a mistake. It's on everybody to catch it.
fair.
It just happens. People make mistakes in Root all the time. It's going to happen. This is the way it played out. They could have stopped you. They gave you a chance to win.
The
Moles could have hit you in
consequence
9.
is the first-
Any other things
this
could have
is the
happened.
First Bats win of the tournament.
Yeah, but you definitely earned it. You definitely won the game, and that's what matters.
Well,
According
thank
to
you
the
guys.
tournament rules, is how it goes.
Well, thank you guys. That was a great game.
Yeah, that was such an exciting end game.
Yeah, that was a very interesting game for sure. Very close. Everyone had a chance to win. A lot of interesting moments.
Yeah.
Raisin Demagogue had a chance. We had 3 swords sitting on the bottom of the deck.
It's silly.
Kept it tense the whole time. The final turns too. Crows with what was that? 11 crafting points, maybe 12.
Yeah. I got both coins.
Yeah,
A tea, a boot, a bag.
very impressive crafting.
Absolutely. Well, and
Made
yeah,
with
looking
12.
at this, well, even I guess the moles are maybe underperforming, but like, yeah, both bats and crows hadn't won a game.
I was smacked multiple times early, so I couldn't get off to a good start.
You gotta expect a little bit. Otherwise, they might not have had a chance.
Yep.
Because I do think building in this matchup, it's definitely the right kind of play. But you needed to really try to press that advantage a little bit more. It's not really an advantage, obviously, but
Doesn't help
You gotta
when
press
all
it.
of the craftables are gone by the time you're building.
yeah. I think I also missed it, but I think you forgot to score Earl one of the turns.
I did, and I mentioned
Yeah,
that.
Yeah, the turn after you got it. That's too bad.
Maybe one if I pushed knaves to king make me and not attack me innate.
Yeah, I was very tempted to just let you win at that point. Except I saw that crows would have had to roll for it, and I didn't necessarily see the win for bats, but that's mostly my skill issue because I don't play as bats enough to see their score potential.
Well,
So
it's also, it was racking my brain how I get a cardboard point without losing a card, because I basically needed all of them, right, to be able to agitate at the end too. So, like, and yeah, I was looking forever at, like, oh, one's fine, I don't have to do anything there, and then I'm like, no, wait a second, I have to do something else, because I was gonna attack in 4, but then just how it worked out with the moles going into 10, that opened up that one to help me to hit that one easier as a safer battle than trying to hit 4. But then if I hit 4, then that makes it even like I wouldn't have won either. So it just kind of like, with moles going to 10, it worked out enough. Otherwise, I don't know if I would have had the win there.
crows, did you have the fox ambush?
Literally
Yep.
all game. All
That's
game,
m-
I was sitting on that. I was like, surely somebody will attack me in Fox. I kept plotting in red with no defense, and I was like, surely somebody will take the bait.
Yeah. If only Knaves had a, if only those ambushes were not so obvious where they were. Knaves could
Yeah.
have had a shot, but it's just a little bit too
Well,
obvious. They would have
the
gotten
thing was,
used.
like, right, if I go for it, then I just get body slammed by ambushes and I lose.
Yeah. But I mean, they tried to stop you too, so
Yeah.
it's something to consider, whether it's worth going for that shot or not. And you went for the play to win on this turn, but Bats were able to get just enough points. It was close. They had a little puzzle to
Yeah.
figure out. Because that's all they could get too.
Yeah, that was the only way, and and I was looking at any other place where there was cardboard, but as soon as you take the cardboard away, well, then I lose the point in overseeing. So it's a bats are a very interesting, tricky puzzle.
Yeah, I was expecting most to at least hit the assembly left at 9, and I can't believe you still left the assembly in 9. But it worked out for you. That actually won you the game.
Yep.
But yeah, good game all around. Definitely fun one.
Thank you again for
I
modding and helping us out
guess
here.
if I had wanted to maximize my win, I'd take the clearing an 8 dash over and eat an ambush, but still take 9 maybe.
Uh,
I don't know.
you mean hitting
Well,
the
that's
most
the
there?
thing of like I had ambushes, but if I spend them, I also lose my
Yeah.
action economy. So it's like a weird catch-22 because there's the one point where what was it in 4 that or no in 1 where then or no it was 4 beforehand that I could have ambushed in 4, but then like well I guess you had the other one so it wouldn't have mattered. But if I spent that, then I would lose my empower point. So
So I guess
so
actually maybe the play would have been just go for it with Scoundrel, eat ambushes, knowing that I win on my next turn pretty much regardless. And then
maybe like
and then
I'm not incentivized to play them. Like crows would play them if you're hitting them, but
yeah.
Yeah. But you not being incentivized to play them sometimes means they're not actually worth keeping a lot of the time. I still think it's a good idea to keep the bird ones because they're bird cards. But you can get rid of the other ones sometimes.
fair, yeah.
I think I'm going to go ahead and hop out.
Yeah, it was a long
Yeah.
game. Choose.
Yeah.
I see it.
What sorry, Xander, what was that turn 9?
Turn 8.
Turn 8. Okay.
Yep. Turn 8 win.
Okay.
Nice.
Cool. All right.
See ya.
Thanks again, everyone. Have a good night.
See y'all.
Good night.
Fun game.
Alright, that's this game. Unfortunate time for audio issues, right? But good job to the bats. And someone thought that was a quick game. They managed to find a way to not make it as quick. The next game is in about 12 hours, I want to say. Let me see. Yeah, 1 p.m. Eastern tomorrow. I got B3, which is BW Jalapeno, Rabbit Warlord Will Revolt. And then there are 2 more late night games tomorrow. So I got a few games this weekend and then things cool off for a bit. So yeah, see you in about 12 hours with more root.